would begin for Danville customers. Trash can bins now cost $11.50 a month, up from $10.93 a month. Recycling bins cost $3.84, up from $3.65, and an extra bin will cost $4.39 a month, up from $4.17. There's also an increase for commercial customers from $25.75 to $27.10 a month. The annual Titletown Turkey Trot is back this year on Thursday. The 5K supports the Danville-Boyle County Shop with a Cop program and features not just the race, but food trucks, coffee trucks, and games. You can register to run in the Titletown Turkey Trot online at runsignup.com. We have opening dates for 2 new restaurants in Danville. Danville-Boyle County Chamber of Commerce Executive Director Jeff Jewell said that the new Marini Cafe next to the new Glass Museum on Main Street will have its grand opening on Tuesday, December 5th. That'll be followed by the soft opening and ribbon-cutting ceremony of the Danville Chick-fil-A location the next day, Wednesday, December 6th, with the full opening of the Danville Chick-fil-A on Thursday, December 7th. The local Salvation Army's Red Kettle Drive began Saturday. New Salvation Army Lieutenant Judah Irvin said that as of now, only about half of the shifts to ring the bell, the Red Kettle, are full, meaning they're looking for help in ringing the bell. You can register online at registertoring.com or call the Salvation Army at 859-236-4473. The goal this year is to raise somewhere around $110,000. The Salvation Army serves Mercer, Boyle, Garrett, Lincoln, and Casey counties. A Hawaiian man was arrested in Casey County for sex abuse of a teenager. The Casey County News is reporting that 30-year-old Andrew Karakis was arrested on 6 counts of first-degree sexual abuse on a 15-year-old girl. Authorities say that Karakis met the child when the child traveled out of state for a summer youth trip and that he stayed with the child's family to help her with a musical project. They say, though, that Karakis began a relationship with the child and began sexually abusing her. He was found guilty on all 6 counts and was recommended the maximum 5 years per count, which would be a total of 30 years. His final sentencing will be on January the 19th. Reporting for the Hometown Radio Network, I'm Joe Mathis.
Going out of town or anywhere in the world? Stay in touch with WHIR on the internet at hometownlive.net. Powered by Kentucky WiMAX.
Did you know that Cartown Kia has one of the largest pre-owned inventories in the region? And did you know that we source vehicles from all over the country? Not only will we pay top dollar for your trade, we'll buy from you even if you don't buy from us. So stop in today for a quick and easy appraisal, and while you're here, check out the new Kias arriving daily. There's never been a better time to upgrade your ride. Visit Cartown Kia or shop anytime at cartownkiausa.com.
Oh, it is so true. A nasty car don't run good. You want to make sure you get your car running great by looking great. Go to Thoroughbred Car Wash off Perryville Road, Danville. Your car will love you for it. Nothing better than a clean car from Thoroughbred Car Wash, Danville.
At the car wash. Working at the car wash, yeah.
That's Thoroughbred Car Wash in the Big Lot Shopping Center.
This Joe Show weather report brought to you by...
Well, thank you there, Jack. It's brought to you by our friends over at Danville Auto Body Shop. For top-of-the-line collision and auto body repair, head to the mechanics at Danville Auto Body Shop, 315 Delahaye. Call ahead for an appointment, 236-2299. That's 236-2299 for Danville Auto Body Shop. Cloudy skies, rain showers, and thunderstorms. A high today, 60. A low tonight, 41. Tomorrow, mostly cloudy, 47 is your high, and Thanksgiving Day Thursday, sunshine and a high of 53. Right now it's 6:11 in the morning. It is 48 degrees here in Danville. Joe Show time. Let's rock and roll.
Say, look at JoJo.
Good morning to you, Danville and Boyle County. It's time for the Joe Show on 103.9 FM WHIR. Alrighty, folks, it is Tuesday. It's November the 21st, and today we celebrate On the show, World Television Day. The United Nations General Assembly created this holiday in 1996. The inaugural celebration included the first World Television Forum, where leading media figures from the global community gathered to discuss the significance of television in today's international issues. World Television Day highlights how communications can facilitate social and cultural development and encourages cooperation and partnerships in international media. TVs have become a huge medium, obviously, for communication, entertainment, and household culture. Today is World Television Day. It is also today World Hello Day. Anyone could participate in World Hello Day simply by greeting 10 people. It's that easy. Thing is, it's all about more than a simple hello. This day is demonstrating the importance of personal communication for preserving peace. Today, World Hello Day. It's also World Television Day. On this Tuesday, November the 21st edition of The Joe Show. Phone number to call in this morning, 238-9447. That's 238-WHIR. We start you off, as we always do, with the playing of our national anthem. It's brought to you by Bob Allen Motor Mall and the Hometown Radio Network.
The Bob Allen Motor Mall and Hometown Radio Network proudly honor America with the playing of our national anthem.
Bob Allen Motor Mall, Hometown Radio Network, teaming up every morning to honor America with a playing of our national anthem. Phone number to call in this morning, 238-WHIR. That's 238-9447 to be a part of the Joe Show. Get your birthdays and your anniversaries on here. Let's do a little birthday party thing. We don't have many birthdays at all on the list. In fact, we got two. They had two names on this morning's birthday list. One of the slimmest list of birthdays that I can remember on the show in quite some time, maybe since November 21st of 2022. Let's do a birthday party for these two very lucky and lovely people. First of all, happy birthday to Vonda Spillman. Vonda having a birthday today. Hope she has a great day. Vonda Spillman. And also happy birthday today to Carly Dennis, who's on the birthday list. So there you go, Carly Dennis and Vonda Spillman, 238-WHIR. That's 238-9447 to do your birthday party thing this morning here on The Joe Show. There you go. Alrighty, it's a Tuesday. It's November the 21st, a typical Tuesday morning show that we have lined up for you. And it starts off this morning at 7:10. Our first guest with Boyle County head football coach Justin Haddix, who will join us this morning at 7:10. We'll begin to really dive into the Franklin County matchups. Boyle County, Franklin County matchup on Friday and kind of how each team lines up against each other. And we start off on Tuesdays, as always, with the opposing defense. We'll talk about this Franklin County defense, which is indeed 12-0 in the year, just like Boyle County is. And we'll talk about that at 7:10 this morning. 7:40, it's the County Agents Corner, brought to you by Bluegrass South Livestock Market. Tyler Miller gives us a call in this morning, and we'll see what Tyler's got up his sleeve here at 7:40.
I'm sorry, not 7:50. Jenny Holland, she was on last week. 8 o'clock in the morning, 8:10 this morning, we have Colleen Hall from the Boyle County Public Library who will join us this morning here in the show. We'll see what's going on there at the library. 8:20, Rambleisms, the thoughts of Randy Graham and Randy Graham's thoughts this morning. We'll see what Randy has on his mind at 8:20. 8:40, James the Gardener joins us. We'll get a gardening tip here with James. In the 9 o'clock hour, it's Dusty at 9:10 with a Kentucky Music Preview. And at 9:35 this morning, it's Stiff Funeral Home. Either Ann Yeager or Mary Stiff Hamlin will join us this morning for the Stiff Funeral Home segment at 9:35. That's the rundown of today's show. We'd love to have you on. Phone number to call in this morning is 238-WHIR. That's 238-9447. And we start you off this morning, as we always do, taking a look at early morning sports. And here it is. The Cats survive in overtime. The Eagles come back to beat the Chiefs. The Broncos, safety suspended. Those are the headlines on this Tuesday morning. I'm Joe Mathis, guiding you through these Tuesday morning sports. Starting off in college basketball, where Trey Mitchell scored 9 of a season-high 22 points in overtime, leading number 16 UK to a 96-88 win over St. Joe's last night. Mitchell, a transfer from West Virginia, hit back-to-back three-pointers to open overtime, and the Wildcats outscored the Hawks, 19-11 in that extra period. Mitchell was prepared to carry the Wildcats down the stretch, and he took advantage of what was offered by the opposing defense. Quote, "I was open," Mitchell said. "I was open and I was letting it go. Coach Calipari would probably yell at me if I didn't. If they leave me open, I'm going to keep shooting it." In Monday Night Football last night, sweet revenge. The Eagles, who are now 9-1, defeated the Chiefs 21-17 at Arrowhead Stadium last night in a rematch of Super Bowl 57. The Chiefs won last season's championship 38-35 after scoring 17 points in the fourth quarter. This time it was Jalen Hurts and company who came from behind to capture the victory. Hurts and DeAndre Swift scored all 3 of the Eagles' touchdowns on the ground. Philadelphia was down 17-7 at the half, and the Chiefs failed to score in the second half. Staying in the NFL, they've suspended Kareem Jackson again. The league said the Broncos safety has to sit out 4 games without pay after he hit Minnesota Vikings quarterback Joshua Dobbs in their Sunday matchup, in which the Broncos won their 4th straight game. On 3rd and 1 during the Vikings' first drive of the game, Minnesota ran a trick play where tight end T.J. Hawkinson took the snap and then tossed it to Dobbs. Broncos linebacker Baron Browning started to tackle Dobbs from behind, and then Jackson ran up, lowered his helmet, and hit the quarterback under the chin. Dobbs fumbled the ball in the play, and his head twisted and bounced back from the impact. Jackson, a 14-year veteran, was not flagged for a penalty on that play. And in the NFL, the Jets are making a change at starting quarterback. The Jets are benching number 2 former pick Zach Wilson in favor of veteran Tim Boyle. Jets coach Robert Saleh announced Monday Trevor Siemian will be the number 2 quarterback on the depth chart, and Wilson will be relegated to 3rd-string quarterback. Saleh was asked what Wilson's future is with the Jets. Quote, "We'll deal with that in the offseason, guys," Saleh said. "Right now, it's really just about Miami." Boyle's first start will come on Friday against the Dolphins in the NFL's first ever Black Friday game, the day after its traditional Thanksgiving triple header. The Jets hoped Aaron Rodgers would be their savior at quarterback, but his Achilles tear in the season opener on September 11th thrust Wilson back into the starting job. Jets coach Robert Saleh benched Wilson during the 3rd quarter of the Jets' 32-6 loss to the Bills on Sunday. Those are the headlines on this Tuesday morning. I'm Joe Mathis for the Hometown Radio Network.
Did you know that WHIR AM 1230 is the talk of the town? We're not spreading gossip. We're just letting you know where the best talk radio is found all day, every day. Mornings begin with Danville's own Joe Mathis and The Joe Show.
Hey, this is Joe Mathis.
Wake up to what you missed. News, weather, sports, and local guests. Followed by Kentucky Sports Radio with Matt Jones.
Welcome, everyone. Kentucky Sports Radio. I'm Matt Jones.
Then, the man who has an opinion about everything, Tomas Mauricio.
I'm Tomas Mauricio. I invite you to tune in.
Starting at noon with Advocates for America. Then at 3, it's the best-known name in news, Sean Hannity.
Join me, Sean Hannity, on WHIR.
Then, Joe Pag starts off weekday evenings at 6 with his take on the day's news, mixed with his fun parody songs about the news.
Hey, it's Joe Pag on WHIR.
Afterwards, at 10. It's the unique world of John B. Wells on WHIR with his Caravan to Midnight show.
This is John B. Wells, WHIR, AM 1230 and FM 103.9.
These guys have a lot to say, and they'll be glad to have you join them every weekday on your home for news, talk, sports. AM 1230, WHIR, the talk of the town.
The Danville Medicine Shop congratulates all our local athletes. We know that every sport requires a tremendous amount of time and dedication. We are proud to support a community of great athletes, parents, grandparents, and coaches. We wish everyone an injury-free season. But if an accident does occur, know that the friendly staff at the Medicine Shop is here to help you. If you just need a bottle of ibuprofen for those sore muscles after cross-country, a wrist brace for your bowler, or a first aid kit for that cleat to the shin, we will help in every way to get your athlete back in the game. We'll also make sure that you are at the game on time. We offer free customized weekly medication packaging and free delivery in the Danville area. We'd much rather have you cheering at the game than standing in the line at the checkout counter. Medication therapy can be overwhelming. Rely on us to help coach you through it. We'll fill your prescription accurately, answer questions you may have, and we'll even run defense with your insurance company. Your locally owned and operated medicine shop is located at 900 Houstonville Road. We're open 9 to 6 Monday through Friday and 9 to noon on Saturday. We will take care of your health care needs on and off the field.
At Linex of Danville, we offer an undercoating that protects your vehicle against road salt and gravel, which helps prevent rust, prolong the life of your vehicle. Along with the rust inhibitor, gives your vehicle total rust protection. Call for a free quote at 859-209-4033 or stop in and see us at 935 Stanford Road in Danville.
This Joe Show weather report brought to you by...
It's brought to you by our friends over at ADA Heating and Air. Trust ADA to be there when you need them the most. ADA is always on the way. Call them 859-519-6382. That's how you get in touch with ADA Heating and Air. Cloudy skies, rain showers through the area today. A high today of 60, a low tonight of 41. Tomorrow, cloudy skies, 47 and 31. Thanksgiving Day, Thursday, sunshine. A high of 53 on Friday, partly sunny, and 52 is your high. Right now, it's 6:25 in the morning. It's 48 degrees right here in Danville. 238-9447 is your phone number to call in this morning. 238-WHIR. We'd love to have you on the radio right here on the Joe Show, as we are giving you a celebrity birthday list. Those famous people having famous birthdays on this famous day. And here's how our birthday list looks on this Tuesday morning. Starting off 78 years ago, where Goldie Hawn was born. She's been in the TV shows Laugh-In and the movies The Sugarland Express, Cactus Flower, Foul Play, Private Benjamin, and First Wives Club. Goldie Hawn, 78, also from the movie Overboard. Here she is.
You can't imagine how terrible it is not to know who you are. And the doctor said that my mind would come back suddenly, and he was right. I mean, I didn't believe him, but I saw you. I walked past you into the house, and poof, my memory came back.
Goldie Hawn, 78 years old today. Troy Aikman is 57, sportscaster and former Dallas Cowboys quarterback. He was once offered a contract with the New York Mets, but turned that down to play college football. He is now obviously on Monday Night Football broadcast alongside Joe Buck on ESPN. Troy Aikman, 57 years old today. NFL All-Star TV personality Michael Strahan turns 52. New York Giants defensive end, live with Kelly and Michael and Good Morning America. Michael Strahan, 52 years old today. The late businesswoman and financier, be the best way to say that, Hetty Witch of Wall Street Green. She was known as the richest woman in America during the Gilded Age and was famous for both her wealth and her miserliness. She was the only woman to amass a fortune when other major financiers were men. Hetty Witch of Wall Street Green, as she was known. And the late baseball legend Stan the Man Musial, widely considered to be one of the greatest and most consistent hitters in the history of baseball. He was a first ballot Hall of Fame inductee, was also selected to the Cardinals Hall of Fame back in 2014 in its inaugural class. Birthdays on the celebrity side of things this morning here on The Joe Show on WHIR Danville.
On this day in country music.
All right, then. It was on this day, country music history, looking back at the year 19 1933, Pauls Valley, Oklahoma was Gene Shepard's birthplace, the honky-tonk singer-songwriter who has scored the hit Second Fiddle to an Old Guitar, A Satisfied Mind, and the Furlong Husky duet, A Dear John Letter. It was on this date, 1987, Merle Haggard released the single Twinkle, Twinkle, Lucky Star, and it was on this date, country music history, 1992, Alabama was at number 1 on the country charts with their song called I'm in a Hurry and Don't Know Why. And that's what's gone on this date, November 21st in country music history. Starting off on this day back in 1933, 90 years ago. Today would have been the 90th birthday of the late Gene Shepard.
Monday's promise is Tuesday's lie. Saturday's party is Sunday's fight.
Died back in 2016. In 2005, she celebrated 50 years as a member of the Grand Ole Opry and was the longest living female member of the Opry up to that point. Died September the 25th of 2016 at the age of 82.
It'll be gone in a few more days if we don't stop this love of ours from slipping away. Wednesday's kisses or Thursday's frown.
It was on this date, 1987, Merle Haggard released this single, one of his number 1 hits. I love this song.
Twinkle, twinkle, lucky star.
I used to sing this song to Jack and Rayleigh, my son and daughter, when they were younger. I mean, they're still young, but when they were younger, we had to lay down next to them at night for them to fall asleep. And this would be one of the songs they'd want me to sing. Twinkle, Twinkle, Lucky Star by Merle Haggard was the last of Merle Haggard's 34 number 1 hits.
Can you really make a wish come true? Or do you shine on just a chosen few? Is it over? Have I gone too far?
And it was on this day, country music history, 1992. This song went to number 1.
I'm in a hurry to get things done. Oh, I rush until life's no fun.
I'm in a hurry and don't know why. Alabama at number 1 on this day, 1992.
Don't know why.
Alabama, Merle Haggard, and Gene Shepard have all made their mark on this date, November 21st, in country music history. It's 6:30 in the morning. Bottom hour news with KNN is now.
This is the Kentucky News Network.
For the first time in more than 2 weeks, there are no active wildfires in eastern Kentucky.
There are 29 contained fires, meaning they are still burning but not spreading. It's believed that many of the fires were deliberately set, according to Alexandra Blevins at the State Division of Forestry.
Due to historical reference, we know that here in the state of Kentucky, it's the unfortunate truth that many of our wildfires are set fires or arson-caused fires. It's about 50% or greater due to arson cause.
Nearly 39,000 acres of Kentucky forests have burned since the wildfires erupted in early November. I'm Paul Miles.
Body cam video released on Monday shows a rookie Louisville police officer shooting a suspect who allegedly pointed a gun.
Put the gun down. Hey, put it down now. Drop the freaking gun. Drop it. Now. You got
That happened last week. Jerron Bobbitt was allegedly armed with a pistol and ran. During the chase, police say he refused commands, pointed the gun at Officer O'Shea Rogers, who shot him. Bobbitt was treated for his wounds and is now in jail. Louisville and Kentucky meet this week in the Governor's Cup. Cardinals coach Jeff Brom.
Our team needs to understand it's going to take our best performance and a really good week of practice, and we can't think about anything else other than trying to prepare to win this game.
UK has won the last 4 rivalry games. Cats coach Mark Stoops.
Well, it'll be a big win for us. I mean, it's the last game of the year, and it's been a tough stretch, without a doubt. But this team, this is another game.
Kickoff this Saturday is scheduled for noon. I'm Rick Ucchino.
This is the Kentucky News Network.
Ready for a fast, safe, and easy way to send your share of the rent money? Put your feet up, because with Zelle, you can send your monthly amount from the comfort of your couch. Zelle is conveniently found in your Farmers National Bank online or mobile banking account, and it's available now. Ask a Farmers National Bank representative for more information. Available to United States bank account holders only. Terms and conditions apply. Farmers National Bank. Member FDIC.
Hi, this is Karen, and at ADA Heating and Air, we offer free estimates on replacements. We install American Standard heating and air conditioning equipment. Our employees do not work on commission, so you don't pay for unnecessary repairs. We offer the best pricing around. On average, we can save you 15%. We offer same or next day service. Financing is available on our website at adaheatingandair.com. Call ADA today for all your HVAC needs at 859-519-6382. ADA is on the way.
This is a Hometown Radio Network information update. Republic Service customers in Danville will have to pay a little bit more for their trash and recycling bins. It was announced by Republic that they have adjusted their rates, and an increase of 5.2% would begin for Danville customers. Trash can bins now cost $11.50 a month, up from $10.93 a month. Recycling bins cost $3.84, up from $3.65, and an extra bin will cost $4.39 a month, up from $4.17. There's also an increase for commercial customers from $25.75 to $27.10 a month. The annual Titletown Turkey Trot is back this year on Thursday. The 5K supports the Danville Boyle County Shop with a Cop program and features not just the race, but food trucks, coffee trucks, and games. You can register to run in the Titletown Turkey Trot online at runsignup.com. We have opening dates for 2 new restaurants in Danville. Danville Boyle County Chamber of Commerce Executive Director Jeff Jewell said that the new Marini Cafe next to the new Glass Museum on Main Street will have its grand opening on Tuesday, December 5th. That'll be followed by the soft opening and ribbon cutting ceremony of the Danville Chick-fil-A location the next day, Wednesday, December 6th, with the full opening of the Danville Chick-fil-A on Thursday, December 7th. The local Salvation Army's Red Kettle Drive began Saturday. New Salvation Army Lieutenant Judah Irvin said that as of now, only about half of the shifts to ring the bell, the Red Kettle, are full, meaning they're looking for help in ringing the bell. You can register online at registertoring.com or call the Salvation Army at 859-236-4473. The goal this year is to raise somewhere around $110,000. The Salvation Army serves Mercer, Boyle, Garrett, Lincoln, and Casey counties. A Hawaiian man was arrested in Casey County for sex abuse of a teenager. The Casey County News is reporting that 30-year-old Andrew Karakis was arrested on 6 counts of first-degree sexual abuse on a 15-year-old girl. Authorities say that Karakis met the child when the child traveled out of state for a summer youth trip, and that he stayed with the child's family to help her with a musical project. They say, though, that Karakis began a relationship with the child and began sexually abusing her. He was found guilty on all 6 counts, and it was recommended the maximum 5 years per count, which would be a total of 30 years. His final sentencing will be on January the 19th. Reporting for the Hometown Radio Network, I'm Joe Mathis.
AmericanMusicConcepts.com. If you own a business, here's something you need to know. 85% of the Fortune 500 companies already do this. They use customized music in their advertising because advertising educates people about a business, and music dramatically enhances learning. Think about it. How did you learn the alphabet? You sang it, right? We are American Music Concepts, and we create national quality musical jingles for local businesses all across America. We're coming to your town through a special arrangement with this radio station.
Take your marketing to the next level. Call now for your business at 859-236-2711. 859-236-2711.
American Music Concepts. We'll create a program that will have people singing your song. AmericanMusicConcepts.com.
Hi, this is Jenny at the Danville Nutrition Center. At the Nutrition Center, we strive to help our customers achieve optimal health. From our high-quality collagen proteins to our immune system support vitamins, we are here to help you and your family stay healthy all throughout the year. We provide locally raised, free-range meats, eggs, and fresh milk and organic produce boxes delivered weekly. Your locally owned Danville Nutrition Center is here to serve you. Visit us at 802 South 4th Street in Danville. Danville Nutrition Center, big enough to serve, small enough to care.
This Joe Show weather report brought to you by
Coel Collision Center right here in Danville. They're on Lebanon Road after a wreck. Tell the tow truck driver, take your vehicle to the experts, Brent and Devin at Coel Collision Center, Lebanon Road in Danville. Cloudy skies, rain shower chances today. The chances are going to come to fruition. They are coming to fruition right now and going to keep on raining through the morning. High today of 60, a low tonight of 41. Cloudy tomorrow, 47, and Turkey Day on Thursday, Thanksgiving Day, sunshine, 53 is your high. At 6:37 in the morning right now, it's 48 degrees here in Danville. Phone number to call in this morning, 238-9447. Larry Vaught with Vaught's Views. What's up with you, Larry?
Vaught's Views on University of Kentucky Sports is on the air. Featuring 7-time Kentucky Sports Writer of the Year, Larry Vaught.
Recent Kentucky basketball commit Boogie Plant had over 30 scholarship offers from some of the nation's best programs and has been a recruiting target since middle school. He surprised some by picking UK over Indiana and Alabama, but he wants to play in the NBA and believes there's no better coach for a point guard to play for than John Calipari. With almost 50,000 Instagram followers, UK's passionate fan base also seems perfect for him. National recruiting analyst Kristen Peak thought Plant was amazing at the USA basketball camp this fall, competing against most of the nation's top high school players. She rated him as the top overall player at the camp, who put on a show for NBA scouts and easily proved plays a 5-star point guard. She knows that only 6'2", he's a smaller guard, but believes his work ethic and mentality will enable him to more than compensate for his lack of size in college.
Vaught's Views will return in a moment.
If you want to make the most of your vacation, there's no better place than the Bluegrass State. Kentucky's 44 state parks offer abundant places to play and diverse accommodations to stay. Take a hike, float your boat, or bike the trails. Pitch a tent under the stars or settle into a lakefront lodge. Tee up for 18 holes. Then enjoy a signature meal. Plan your trip at parks.ky.gov.
Based on what national recruiting analyst Kristen Peak has seen from UK commit Boogie Plant, he has made the most improvement with his touch around the rim. She said he is very fast with the ball in his hands and always seems to make the right reads. He's also a willing passer. Peak said Plant used to rely more on his athleticism, but now has a more polished game. He has learned to be more of a finesse player against bigger, stronger opponents, and she's confident he will find ways to adjust his game to be a terrific player at Kentucky.
Find more from Larry at yoursportsedge.com.
Larry Vaught, Vaught's Views, Mondays through Fridays, right here on the Joe Show at this time. Phone number to call in this morning is 238-WHIR. That's 238-9447. And we'd love to have you on the radio here on the Joe Show. I'm looking at this story on Wayne Brady. You all know Wayne Brady, who was on Whose Line Is It Anyway for the longest time, but is also on Let's Make a Deal. He hosts Let's Make a Deal, and apparently he was involved recently in a car accident in Malibu, which led to a physical altercation between him and the other driver. So Wayne Brady got into a fight after he was in a vehicle accident, which has set up this brand new game show Wayne Brady's going to host called not Let's Make a Deal, Let's Make a Plea Deal. Here's the promo for it.
Coming to TV, Wayne Brady is back with a game show you have to see to believe. It's Let's Make a Plea Deal.
All right, Derek, here's your choice. You can either choose what's behind the curtain or you can fight me.
Excuse me?
Come on, don't think. Just make a choice.
Well, Mr. Brady, I don't want to...
All right, Derek, let's do this.
What? No, please, I don't want to...
How you like that, huh? You want some more of this, Derek?
Please, I'm a fan of yours.
Uh-oh, looks like somebody in the audience called the cops. I guess I'm going to have to make a plea deal.
It's all coming up on Let's Make a Plea Deal with Wayne Brady. Don't miss it.
There you go. Let's see what's going on in this morning's world of absolute good. Are you tired of the gloom and doom that saturates your daily news? Well, of course you are, and I'm right there with you. These stories right here remind us of the silver lining in the cloud over all of our heads. It's my way of sharing the good news with you, and hopefully you'll go to the same for somebody else. Little good news action for you on this Tuesday morning, and here we go. Story number one coming from Florida, where Florida 6-year-old James Garcia showed remarkable composure and courage
when he found his grandmother in distress and called 911 for help. Nicholas Wilson with the Orange County Fire Rescue was amazed by the boy's response and says it's a testament to emergency preparedness education. For his actions, James received a Young Hero Award from Orange County Fire Rescue, and he says he hopes to become a firefighter one day as well. Pretty cool. Story number 2 coming from Mobile, Alabama, where longtime advocate for the unhoused in Mobile, Eric Overstreet, recently came to the aid of Travis Reagan, who was suffering with a severely infected foot. Overstreet took Reagan to the hospital, where doctors had to perform from a partial amputation on his foot to support Reagan's recovery and prevention from him from returning to the streets. Overstreet and his friends have organized a fundraiser for him, and we hope that fundraiser does well. Story number 3 coming from Tokyo, where billionaire CEO Ken Griffin celebrated the 20th and 30th anniversaries of his companies, Citadel LLC and Citadel Securities, by treating 1,200 employees and their families to an all-expenses-paid day trip at Disneyland Tokyo. Staff from various Asia-Pacific offices were included, enjoying fast-track passes for popular rides and private concerts by Maroon 5 and Calvin Harris. This generous gesture followed Griffin's similar event last year when he took 10,000 staff and their families to Walt Disney World. Wow. And story number 4 comes from Chicago, where after an adoption event at Chicago's Anti-Cruelty Society, there was only one pet left, a 3-year-old pit bull mix named Elvis. The only one wasn't adopted. The shelter's social media plea for Elvis went viral, catching the attention of former Elvis impersonator Lauren Agron and his partner Drew Wilhelm, who adopted the dog and decided to keep his iconic name. Elvis has now settled into his new home with his loving family and is enjoying walks by the lake and cuddles with his owners. The good news, Elvis, the only dog left in a Chicago shelter, rescued by a former Elvis impersonator. A boss sends 1.2 thousand workers and their families to Disneyland for free. An Alabama man steps in to save a homeless man and raise money for his housing. And a Florida kindergartner saves grandma's life in a medical emergency. And that's what's going on in this morning's World of Absolute Good, folks.
How would you like to come home to a bartender who will fix you any cocktail you want?
I'll have an old-fashioned.
I'll have a margarita.
Now you can, with the Bartesian Home Cocktail Maker. Bartesian is a sleek machine the size of a coffee maker that makes premium cocktails at the touch of a button. Choose from over 50 different cocktails, from classics to the most exotic premium cocktails served in the best bars today. You'll always get freshly mixed, perfectly balanced cocktails with the Bartesian Cocktail Maker. And now get Bartesian's best Black Friday deal ever at bartesian.com/radio. Entertaining? The Bartesian is ideal for parties. No need to stock all kinds of individual mixers for complicated recipes. Every guest gets the cocktail of their choice in seconds. The Bartesian makes a wonderful gift for anyone who loves a fine premium cocktail. Now get Bartesian's best Black Friday deal ever. It's available right now only at bartesian.com/radio. That's BARTESIAN.com/radio for Bartesian's best deal ever. Only at bartesian.com/radio.
Wanted to give you a quick update. I had a little procedure on my shoulder.
Definitely been outside of my norm, outside of my expectation, and I prepared at a pretty high level.
We got this piece of paper and we're like, we're not letting our officiant sign this. We don't know him.
Mark Garrow and PRN's Garage Pass.
How would you like to get high-speed internet for your home for less than $2 a day? That's right. For about $50 a month, you'll get lightning-fast internet. Are you paying less than $50 a month right now for your internet? Then call Whole Home Connect right now for blazing fast internet at $50 a month with no price increases, no hidden fees, no contracts, no upfront costs, no equipment fees. It's a great deal. And guess what? You can try it for 15 days. If you don't like it, you get your money back. But you're gonna love it, and you're gonna love the price. Internet for your home for $50 a month. That's less than $2 a day. And our 15-day guarantee. Call now. 800-748-0593. 800-748-0593. 800-748-0593. That's 800-748-0593.
It wasn't that big of a deal, but Chase Elliott did catch us by surprise when he posted on X last Friday he had just had a little off-season surgery.
I wanted to give you a quick update. I had a little procedure on my shoulder, had an old injury that I needed to get tended to, and obviously the off-season is a much better time to do that than my last surgery. So here we are, and everything is all good, ready to go for 2024.
With his right arm in a sling, Elliott was in good enough shape to attend the Georgia-Tennessee football game on Saturday. It was a rough season for Elliott, but an even rougher one for Austin Cindric. Suffering from the sophomore jinx, the reigning Rookie of the Year spent a lot of time racing deep in the pack.
Definitely been outside of my norm, outside of my expectation, and I prepared at a pretty high level. You know, I feel like for most races, and for that to not bear fruit on a more consistent basis definitely can be frustrating, can make you question your process and try and figure out what the best steps are to get to the level you want to be at.
Cindric's average finish was 5 positions worse than it was in 2022. I went down to South Carolina Saturday to watch the 250-lap late model race at Florence Speedway. In Kevin Harvick's car, Josh Berry was the fastest qualifier and finished 5th. Dale Earnhardt Jr. qualified 26th, but came home 8th in a rough and tumble race won by Cade Brown.
Start your engine!
The sports and entertainment capital of the world welcomes the return of revving engines, NASCAR's top stars, and speeds of 180 miles per hour at Las Vegas Motor Speedway, March 1st through 3rd for the Pennzoil 400.
Kyle Busch went 4 wide the last time by on the apron of the racetrack.
Get your weekend tickets now while seats are still available. Ladies and gentlemen, start your Vegas engines and get ready for the most exciting racing venue on the circuit.
I found this cute story done by the Fox affiliate in Roanoke, Virginia, about a local couple, Carson and Katie Wilmer, who used a justice of the peace to tie the knot, but on the marriage license they put down the name of their favorite driver, Denny Hamlin. That made the next mission to get his signature, so it's official, which they did a few weeks ago at Martinsville.
We got this piece of paper and we're like, we're not letting our officiant sign this. We don't know him. So let's get Denny to sign this.
Next thing you know, we got Denny to sign it. Everyone helped us here. Martinsville is the best race of the year. We're from Roanoke. This is our home track.
It's good to see our fans coming out and wanting me to sign their certificate. That's a first for me.
Mark Garrow and PRN's Garage Pass, brought to you by Las Vegas Motor Speedway.
Hello, this is Alan Martin, loan officer at Whitaker Bank in downtown Danville. Home values are at an all-time high, which means it's the perfect time to look into a home equity loan. Whitaker Bank can help you turn the equity in your home into a line of credit that could allow you to finally do those repairs you've put off, or to provide peace of mind knowing you have the funds available for an emergency. Call me at 859-236-9822. That's 859-236-9822, and together we'll find just the right loan for you. Whitaker Bank is uniquely Kentucky, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Intercounty Energy wants you to put safety first when you're working outside. Always look up to see if there are overhead power lines, and be sure to stay clear of them. For safety's sake, always hire a professional to trim trees instead of doing it yourself. Remember, a tree limb cut in the wrong place could fall on a power line and cause you a world of hurt. If you do decide to do the work yourself, always protect your eyes and hands by wearing safety glasses and gloves. Intercounty Energy cares about your safety. Look up, be alert, and stay safe.
This Joe Show weather report brought to you by...
It's brought to you by our friends over at Cattleman's Roadhouse. Treat yourself to a delicious meal there at Cattleman's. Their steaks are aged 28 days. They're hand-cut, they're second to none in tenderness and in flavor. Cattleman's Roadhouse on the Danville Bypass, where a great steak is truly just the beginning. Cloudy skies, rain showers today, 60 and 41 is your high and low. Tomorrow, mostly cloudy, 47 a high, and Thanksgiving Day Thursday, sunshine and a high of 53. Right now it's 6:52 in the morning. It's 48 degrees here in Danville, about 8.5 minutes away or so from our top hour news. And again, 238-9447 is the phone number to call in. Ricky D's lets us know what app we should download this morning in the Planet of the Apps, which we hear every morning at this time. Take it away, Ricky. Welcome.
Welcome to the Planet of the Apps. Now listen to me. Are you struggling to get to sleep, tossing and turning, finding it challenging, thinking of all the things you have to do? Enter Soothing Sleep Sounds. It's an amazing app. I tried it. It works. Soothing Sleep Sounds. Try it. Improve your sleep, improve your health, your sense of well-being. It's a calming app that provides a catalog of 125 high-quality, naturally recorded sounds. Which ones work for you? Find out. Just download Soothing Sleep Sounds. It's free. You can even blend sounds. They have sounds you can blend and get you to sleep faster, sleep more deeply. And this one runs in the background while using other apps or when the screen is locked. You'll love it. Once again, download it. Everybody's raving about Soothing Sleep Sounds. When you travel, you're in different time zones, use it. It's right here, Soothing Sleep Sounds. And Rick D's in this molten magma every day. We call it the Planet of the Apps.
Thank you, Rick D's. The Planet of the Apps, Mondays through Fridays. And the Joe Show at this time leads us into the Country Comic Spotlight this morning, where Tommy Taylor Jr. is in the spotlight. Tommy Taylor Jr., and he's talking about being single during the pandemic. Here's Tommy Taylor Jr. this morning in your Country Comic Spotlight.
Cool, man. I see a lot of happy people here, too. Y'all happy, a lot of couples. If you're married, make some noise if you're married. Okay. If you're happily married, make some noise. All right, I like that. I did that one time. It got real quiet. I was like, I'm not coming back to this church. They need some prayer. They need some prayer there, man. Now, I love marriage and everything. My parents are my example. Like, my parents just celebrated, in the pandemic, 35 years of marriage. Well, not to each other. They just add up all the other marriages. Like 10 years here, 15 there. It's like cumulative property. Don't judge them. They together now is the point. Oh, man. It's hard dating out here. Like, I during the pandemic, I was alone. I was like, man, I gotta try some different things. Like, it got me humble. Cause like before, I told myself I would never get on dating apps. Now I'm on everything. I got on all of them. I'm on all of the apps. I'm on Tinder, Bumble, J-Date, Mormon Mingle. I got a Costco membership. Like, I'm out here. I'm still single though. Right? Anybody done the dating apps before? Anybody done the dating apps? Nobody? Just me? Really? I'm about to set my radius to 5 feet. Let me see. Got a couple matches over in this corner.
Tommy Taylor Jr. in the Country Comic Spotlight. Rick D's in this morning's Planet of the Apps. And we give you those laughs every Monday through Friday at around 6:50. Hey, this is kind of late in the game to let you know this, but I just got 4 tickets to this afternoon's EKU game against Prairie Valley A&M. I'm sorry, Prairie View A&M. That's a 12 noon tip-off today. November 21st is today. Yeah, 12 noon tip-off. Make sure I got that right. So getting one more game in, I guess, before the Thanksgiving holiday. So if you're looking for something to do this afternoon and you want to go watch EKU basketball, I've got 4 tickets for you. If you want to go, that's 12 noon today. And you can call in 238-9447. That's 238-WHIR. We'll give these tickets to you if you'd like to go. 12 noon today, EKU basketball versus
Prairie View A&M. Hey, breakfast might be the most important choice that you make all day. It's because with Wendy's new 2-for-3 Biggie Bundles, you can mix and match your very own perfect pairing of Wendy's delicious morning favorites. With Wendy's breakfast deal, the choice is all yours, and all you got to do is pick your ideal morning pair from their lineup of sausage biscuit with that grilled breakfast sausage on it, or the egg and cheese biscuit with a fresh cracked grade A egg and melty American cheese on a fluffy buttermilk biscuit, a small size of perfectly seasoned breakfast potatoes, or a medium hot coffee. Pick any two. You get them for $3. It's the 2-for-3 Biggie Bundle at Wendy's in Danville. Tell them you heard him this morning on The Joe Show that you'd like to try that 2-for-3 Biggie Bundle. We are 3.5 minutes away from Top Hour News, and we're back in 60 seconds.
Boyle County's our home, so let's keep it clean.
Thank you, Boyle Countyans, for helping keep Boyle County clean. Don't throw your trash out of your car. Keep it inside till you can dispose of it properly by bringing your plastic water bottles, soda bottles, and energy drink bottles to one of the Boyle County convenience centers for recycling. Let's keep Boyle County looking beautiful today and tomorrow. Please cover those loads when going to the convenience centers.
Boyle County's our home, so let's keep it clean.
Republic Services of Kentucky offers a single-source solution for all of your disposal needs, servicing residential, commercial, and industrial customers with offerings that include recycling and other disposal options. You have enough to worry about on a daily basis. Leave waste disposal to Republic Services. They'll handle it from there. For a quote or to discuss services, reach out to republicservices.com or give them a call at 859-263-2000. 263-2000.
Time out for sports this weekend with
Sports Map Radio Network
on WHIR AM 1230.
Yeah, smoke on the water, 6:58 in the morning. Coming up at the 7 o'clock hour, Boyle County head football coach Justin Haddix joins us at 7:10. At 7:40, Tyler Miller with the Lincoln County Extension Office in this morning's County Agent's Corner. And Tyler did send a note. He said hopefully he'll be able to call in this morning. He's got an appointment he has to run to early this morning, and hoping he'll be able to call in. So if so, we'll get Tyler on here at 7:40. In the 8 o'clock hour, things always ramp up on Tuesdays. At 8 o'clock, we go from the library, Colleen Hall, to Randy Graham at 8:20 and Randyisms, to James the Gardener and Guarding with James at 8:40 this morning. In the 9 o'clock hour, Dusty comes on here at 9:10, and at 9:35, it's Tuesdays with Steph. Either Ann Yeager or Mary Steph Hamlin will join us this morning for Steph Funeral Home. That's the rundown of today's show in the next couple of hours. And again, phone number to call in this morning is 238-9447. That's 238-WHIR, and you can get your birthdays and anniversaries on the radio. President Biden yesterday performed his traditional Thanksgiving pardoning of turkeys. Here's how it sounded.
And now audio from President Biden's pardoning of the Thanksgiving turkeys.
Hi, folks. I hereby, with the pardon and the turkeys, well, one's named Liberty and the other one, oh, hell. What did I say his name was? They're pardoned because we were all walking around the White House and they bumped into me and they said, gobble, gobble, pardon me, gobble. So polite. So you're pardoned with the, oh, wait, hey, no, actually, no, you're not pardoned because you didn't wish me a happy birthday because it was my, oh, hell, which birthday was it? How old am I? If I was 75 a few years ago, but it's been a few years, I go to I carry the one and oh, hell, pardon me because I can't remember how old. Huh. Anyway, the turkeys, well, with the pardon and the gobble, gobble. Gobble.
More from President Biden's pardoning of the Thanksgiving turkeys coming up.
Talk of the town, AM 1230, and now on FM 103.9, WHIR Danville, powered by Kentucky WiMAX.
It's 7 o'clock.
NBC News Radio. I'm Michael Kastner. The White House is working to secure the release of hostages held by Hamas in Gaza. National Security Council spokesperson John Kirby, however, told reporters more work needs to be done to broker a deal between Israel and Hamas. This comes amid news reports negotiators are nearing a deal to release some of the hostages taken during the October 7th attack on Israel. The president yesterday at the White House.
Mr. President, is it hostage deal near? I believe so, but I'm not prepared to talk. You believe so? Yes. Thank you.
He then and crossed his fingers. A new poll shows Donald Trump is holding a slight lead over President Biden in the race for the White House. More from Mark Mayfield.
The Harvard Capps-Harris poll shows Trump receiving 48% support among respondents, compared to Biden's 41%. 11% of respondents said they were unsure who to vote for. Trump gained 2 percentage points since a similar survey conducted in October. Recent polls have shown Trump outperforming Biden in a handful of the critical battleground states.
Former First Lady Rosalind Carter will be laid to rest next week. She passed away at the age of 96 Sunday afternoon after being diagnosed with dementia in March. The Carter Center announced ceremony celebrating the life of Ms. Carter will be held starting November 27th in Georgia. Most Americans are hoping to avoid politics at the Thanksgiving dinner table. A Quinnipiac University poll shows more than 60% of Americans would rather not talk about the subject. On the other hand, just under 3 in every 10 said they look forward to discussing politics this holiday. The news release from the university's polling analyst says a healthy dose of Zip It will be on the menu this year. Before the opening bell, stock futures are slightly higher after the S&P 500 had its 5th straight winning day. Michael Kastner, NBC News Radio.
This Thanksgiving at Total Wine & More, find Pinot Noirs and Cabernets that you adore. Our helpful guides are so friendly and nice. So many bottles to try at the lowest price. So gather with friends as you sit down to eat. Grateful for all who made Thanksgiving complete.
With the lowest prices for over 30 years, you'll always find what you love and love what you find. Only at Total Wine & More.
Drink responsibly, B21.
Are you tired of high cable TV rates? Sign up for Dish today and get a $500 bonus offer while supplies last. Plus, lock in your price for 2 years guaranteed. Call All American Dish, your Dish authorized retailer now.
800-296-1251. 800-296-1251. That's 800-296-1251.
Check.
So, right, it is still here.
Doctors are also seeing an uptick in the past few weeks of flu and RSV. Meantime, medical experts say most of the children hospitalized for flu had not received their flu shot.
New York City is under a travel advisory. Andrew Whitman with that story.
The city's emergency management department issuing the advisory covering Tuesday and Wednesday. Heavy rains and strong winds Tuesday overnight into Wednesday could cause minor flooding in low-lying areas and could pose a threat to people in basement apartments. New Yorkers are asked to consider mass transit, leave extra time for your travels, and check on anyone who might need assistance, including seniors, animals, and people in basement apartments.
Belly fat could be linked to early stages of Alzheimer's disease. Brian Shook has more.
A new study found that those in their 40s and 50s with more hidden belly fat had a higher amount of an abnormal protein in the part of the brain where dementia occurs. The study's senior author said men have a higher relationship between belly fat and the brain. The research also showed a relationship between belly fat and brain atrophy, which is important since the brain wasting away is a biomarker of Alzheimer's.
Blue Bloods is ending after 14 seasons on CBS. The show about a police family starring Tom Selleck as New York City Police Commissioner Frank Reagan will air its final season next fall. Selleck called the opportunity to work on the show an honor and a privilege that celebrates police and the importance of family. Michael Kastner, NBC.
Are you sitting on a treasure trove of gold and silver jewelry and coins? It's time to turn those forgotten pieces into cold, hard cash. This is Lauren. Visit B&L Jewelers, your trusted neighborhood jewelry experts. We're here to make your dreams shine brighter. Sell your unwanted gold and silver jewelry, coins with confidence. We offer cash on the spot with competitive prices and a quick, hassle-free process.
I got top dollar for my coins. Thanks to B&L Jewelers, I'm turning my old valuables into something new.
I couldn't believe how easy it was to sell my old jewelry. B&L Jewelers made it simple and rewarding. At B&L Jewelers, we pride ourselves on our integrity and professionalism. We've been serving our community for 16 years, earning trust one customer at a time. Don't wait. Visit B&L Jewelers today at Danville Manor Shopping Center or give us a call at 859-238-0476. Discover the hidden value in your jewelry box. B&L Jewelers, where your treasures find a new home. Transform your gold and silver into cash today.
Hi, this is Fred Sizemore, General Manager at Stuart Powell Ford Mazda, and we're excited to announce that our family Christmas meal drive is going on now. For every vehicle sold during this time, we'll donate a complete family Christmas meal to the Salvation Army in your name, ensuring that families in our community can enjoy a warm and hearty holiday feast. There's no better feeling than knowing that you made a difference in someone's life, and by choosing Stuart Powell Ford Mazda, you're doing just that.
Stuart Powell Ford Mazda in Danville.
Carnes Auto Care Tires and Service Center is located on Lebanon Road in Danville, specializing in all types of mechanical repair and are trained at the highest level and have new equipment. Therefore, they don't monkey around with your vehicle like some shops do. Like them on Facebook or call 859-209-2515.
Good morning to you folks. Tuesday, the 21st day of November, 112123 on your calendar. 2 days removed from Thanksgiving. Got a forecast coming your way. News comes up here right now, brought to you by Stuart Powell Ford Lincoln Mazda. Just heard from Fred Sizemore, so let's get the news in here.
This is a Hometown Radio Network information update.
Republic Service customers in Danville will have to pay a little bit more for their trash and recycling bins. It was announced by Republic that they have adjusted their rates, and an increase of 5.2% would begin for Danville customers. Trash can bins now cost $11.50 a month, up from $10.93 a month. Recycling bins cost $3.84, up from $3.65, and an extra bin will cost $4.39 a month, up from $4.17. There's also an increase for commercial customers from $25.75 to $27.10 a month. The annual Titletown Turkey Trot is back this year on Thursday. The 5K supports the Danville Boyle County Shop with a Cop program and features not just the race, but food trucks, coffee trucks, and games. You can register to run in the Titletown Turkey Trot online at runsignup.com. We have opening dates for 2 new restaurants in Danville. Danville Boyle County Chamber of Commerce Executive Director Jeff Jewell said that the new Marini Cafe next to the new Glass Museum on Main Street will have its grand opening on Tuesday, December 5th. That'll be followed by the soft opening and ribbon cutting ceremony of the Danville Chick-fil-A location the next day, Wednesday, December 6th, with the full opening of the Danville Chick-fil-A on Thursday, December 7th. The local Salvation Army's Red Kettle Drive began Saturday. New Salvation Army Lieutenant Judah Irvin said that as of now, only about half of the shifts to ring the bell at the Red Kettle are full, meaning they're looking for help in ringing the bell. You can register online at registertoring.com or call the Salvation Army at 859-236-4473. The goal this year is to raise somewhere around $110,000. The Salvation Army serves Mercer, Boyle, Garrett, Lincoln, and Casey counties. A Hawaiian man was arrested in Casey County for sex abuse of a teenager. The Casey County News is reporting that 30-year-old Andrew Karakis was arrested on 6 counts of first-degree sexual abuse on a 15-year-old girl. Authorities say that Karakis met the child when the child traveled out of state for a summer youth trip and that he stayed with the child's family to help her with a musical project. They say, though, that Karakis began a relationship with the child and began sexually abusing her. He was found guilty on all 6 counts and was recommended the maximum 5 years per count, which would be a total of 30 years. His final sentencing will be on January the 19th. Reporting for the Hometown Radio Network, I'm Joe Mathis.
This morning's local news was a service of Stuart Powell Ford Lincoln Mazda on the bypass in Danville and online at stuartpowell.com.
Talk Kentucky Sports, weekday mornings at 10 with Matt Jones and Kentucky Sports Radio, right here on AM 1230 WHIR.
How would you like to come home to a bartender who will fix you any cocktail you want?
I'll have an old-fashioned.
I'll have a margarita.
Now you can with the Bartesian Home Cocktail Maker. Bartesian is a sleek machine the size of a coffee maker that makes premium cocktails at the touch of a button. Choose from over 50 different cocktails, from classics to the most exotic premium cocktails served in the best bars today. You'll always get freshly mixed, perfectly balanced cocktails with the Bartesian Cocktail Maker. And now get Bartesian's best Black Friday deal ever at bartesian.com/radio. Entertaining? The Bartesian is ideal for parties. No need to stock all kinds of individual mixers for complicated recipes. Every guest gets the cocktail of their choice in seconds. The Bartesian makes a wonderful gift for anyone who loves a fine premium cocktail. Now get Bartesian's best Black Friday deal ever. It's available right now only at bartesian.com/radio. That's BARTESIAN.com/radio for Bartesian's best deal ever. Only at bartesian.com/radio.
This Joe Show weather report brought to you by
Things There, Jackie Boy, brought to you by our friends over at Danville Auto Body Shop. For top-of-the-line collision and auto body repair, head to the mechanics over at Danville Auto Body Shop, 315 Delahaye. Call ahead for an appointment, 236-2299. That's 236-2299 for Danville Auto Body Shop. You get cloudy skies, rain shower chances today, high of 60, low tonight of 41 as the rain moves on through the area right now. Tomorrow, mostly cloudy, high of 47. On Thursday, Thanksgiving Day, sunshine and a high of 53. Right now it's 7:11 in the morning. It is 48 degrees. We typically talk with Coach Justin Haddix at this point here on the show. But, okay, here he is calling in right now. We're going to talk Bull County football with head coach Justin Haddix, brought to you by Dexter and Reitmeyer Insurance.
Resetting your password, unsubscribing from emails, printing anything. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with an auto owner's insurance independent agent, getting the right coverage for your business doesn't have to be one of them, so you can get back to more important things, like learning how that printer works. That's simple human sense.
Ask Dexter and Reitmeyer Insurance Agency in Danville if auto owners make sense for you. Call me, Mark Dexter, or Chris Reitmeyer at 236-6686.
And we welcome on to the show Boyle County head football coach Justin Haddix. Good morning, Coach. How are you?
Doing good. How you doing this morning?
I'm doing great, Coach. Appreciate you being on here this morning and talking about this Franklin County Flyers team, Coach, that you match up with on Friday, and talking about their defense on this Tuesday morning. A defense, Coach, that's shut out their opponents 4 different times this year. They've given up a touchdown or less in 3 other games. So in 7 of their first 13 games of the year, more than half the games, it's a touchdown or less, Coach. Pretty good defense you're matching up against on Friday, isn't it?
Yeah, they do a great job. They're physical. They get downhill. They're well coached, and they got some players out there.
Yeah, they can force some turnovers as well. 28 turnovers in 13 games. They've taken 6 of those back for touchdowns. 5 of those 6 are interceptions. They are some ball hawks. I mean, they're the Franklin County Flyers. They're flying towards the football.
Yeah, they do. They do a good job of getting the ball and obviously throwing it. They're aggressive in the secondary. They're aggressive. They've made some plays and they've been aggressive. So we've got to do a great job taking care of the ball.
What type of formations do they run, Coach?
They'll be in a 4-man front most of the time with a 2 high safety, and they will be a 4-man and have a 1 high safety to try to get 8 guys in the box, keep you from running the football and make you throw it. And then they'll get some 3-man stuff on 3rd down if it's a pressure and they're wanting to do some things. So nothing we haven't seen, but obviously they're good at it. They're undefeated, 13-0, and playing in the semifinals. Everybody's good now.
Yeah, there's a lot of really good teams left across all classes, but particularly in the 4A class where the teams are combined 52-0, Coach. I mean, that's I'm sure it's happened at some point in KHSA history, but it hadn't happened often. We got 4 unbeaten teams left in the state semifinals.
Yeah, that's pretty rare, actually, when you're looking at it.
Yeah, so, Coach, we talked yesterday about putting the Corbin game behind you now, and it feels like now, to me at least, it's been forever since the Corbin game happened. I mean, you're talking, 4 days or so since that happened. So how do you think the guys are putting that behind them, and how did practice go yesterday as you focus on Franklin County now?
That's something we don't talk about that game. That game's over. We talked about it on Sunday and got our corrections and did that, and that's the last we're going to talk about it. So we've got to move on. It was a big win, but if we don't finish this thing, it means nothing. Really, and the only way to be remembered at Boyle County High School is to win a state championship. You know, you don't get remembered for winning a region championship. I couldn't tell you where all those trophies are, but I can tell you where those state championship trophies are, and I can tell you where the number is. You know, to be on the walkway down to the field, you live forever. You live forever on the stadium. You live forever on the scoreboard. So that's not our goal to win a region championship. We've got to take care of business this week. Franklin County's a quality opponent, and we got to be playing our best.
Are you familiar, Coach, with, of course, you got up head-to-head against him, but Eddie James, their head coach, what's your relationship with him?
Yeah, I know Eddie. We threw 7-on-7. Actually, they came to our 7-on-7 down here this summer. I know he'd been here before, I think, as an assistant for a few years. And then, now he's done a great job up in Franklin County.
And you all had Franklin County at the Rebel Bowl, the Whitaker Bank Rebel Bowl, that second game of the year, where they beat Bryan Station 17-10. That was a good win for Franklin County, but those were two exciting games that second week of the year back in August, and Franklin County came to Boyle County as a part of that.
Yeah, Franklin County, they're end up being the other host team, so we'll switch next year. It'll be us versus Bryan Station and Franklin versus LCA. So, obviously know them. That was a huge win for them. I know they kind of shocked Bryan Station. Their coach had kind of talked to me and said, hey, we're going to do this, and then ended up getting beat by 7. So, they're a quality team. They're well coached. They play hard, and it's going to be a battle Friday.
Coach, what's the keys of practice today? What are you looking for out of practice?
Today we're working our defense versus their offense, just kind of the way we set it up. And obviously working special teams. Special teams got to be huge for us again. And then we'll finish with some offense.
Boyle County Rebel head coach Justin Haddix. Coach, appreciate you being on. Good luck with practice today. We'll talk to you again tomorrow morning, okay?
Okay, thank you. Go Rebels.
There you go. Rebel head coach Justin Haddix. Boyle County looking to win, their 19th game in a row. They ended last year winning 5 straight. They've won 13 straight this year. That's 18. I'm not a mathematician. I'm not a math whiz here, but 13 plus 5 is 18. So looking to win their 19th straight and what would be their, what is that? That would be their 5th consecutive trip to the state championship game if they indeed win on Friday. But Franklin County, of course, has other plans. Eddie James, their head coach, as Coach Haddix mentioned, former assistant at Boyle County. Their offensive coordinator at Franklin County is Matt Chandler, who was a former Danville offensive line coach under Clay Clevenger when Coach Clevenger was at Danville. So you got a couple of area connections there with Coach James and Matt Chandler there on the staff. So Boyle County, Franklin County will have that game Friday, 7:30 with a kickoff on our sister station, Z105. Sports coming your way right now, brought to you by Stewart Powell Ford Lincoln Mazda with the Big Daddy, Steve Bertram, who's making his morning debut right here on The Joe Show. You get it first from Steve at this time on WHIR Danville.
This Steve Bertram Sports Report is a service of Stewart Powell Ford Lincoln Mazda on the Danville Bypass and online at stewartpowell.com.
Hi, this is Fred Sizemore, General Manager at Stewart Powell Ford Mazda, and we're excited to announce that our family Christmas meal drive is going on now. For every vehicle sold during this time, we'll donate a complete family Christmas meal to the Salvation Army in your name, ensuring that families in our community can enjoy a warm and hearty holiday feast. There's no better feeling than knowing that you've made a difference in someone's life, and by choosing Stewart Powell Ford Mazda, you're doing just that.
Stewart Powell Ford Mazda in Danville.
Hello, Central Kentucky. I'm Steve Bertram with sports. Last night, 16th-ranked Kentucky improved 4-1 with a hard-fought 96-88 win in overtime over St. Joe's in Rupp Arena. UK actually fell behind 76-75 in regulation before it was tied at 77 all headed to the extra period. Trey Mitchell knocked down back-to-back threes in OT to give the Cats a little breathing room. Mitchell and DJ Wagner led UK with 22 apiece, while Antonio Reeves added 20. Kentucky's back in action Friday night when they entertain Marshall in Rupp Arena at 7 o'clock. In women's college hoops last night, Center College improved to 5-0 with an 89-86 win at Hanover. In men's action, it was Indiana 74, Louisville 66. North Carolina, Wilmington 83, Murray 81, and Moorhead 64, Bellarmine 51. Boyle County's on the road Friday night as they visit Franklin County at 7:30 on Z105 in the Class 4A semifinals. Both the Rebels and Flyers are 13-0. The other 4A semifinal features two more undefeated teams, with Paducah Tillman at Covington Catholic. Two other unbeatens are Owensboro Catholic in 2A and Hart County in 3A. Owensboro Catholic will host Somerset, led by former Danville coach Clay Clevenger, while Hart County entertains Bell County. Philadelphia held Kansas City scoreless in the second half last night in their 21-17 win on the road. Chiefs turned the ball over twice in the red zone. The Eagles are now 9-1, the Chiefs 7-3. In college football this Saturday, 9th-ranked Louisville entertained 6-5 Kentucky at Cardinal Stadium. The Cards are 7-point favorites over the Cats. Kickoff is set for noon Saturday for UK at U of L on Z105. That's sports. God bless America. I'm Steve Bertram on the Hometown Radio Network.
Last place feeling in life is no place to be. Ready for a new way of living? The Isaiah House will put you first. Long-term and short-term residential treatment, outpatient treatment, medication-assisted treatment, transitional living, and job skills training. Isaiah House has the programs to the path of help, hope, and healing. End the hurting. Take the first step toward a happier, healthier you. Call the Isaiah House anytime, 24 hours a day.
This is Jimmy at the Parthenon Greek American Eats, letting you know what's new for you. We have a lunch combo that includes a gyro, burger, or falafel with rice or fries, including a drink for $11.95, and our newest addition, half club sandwich with a cup of soup for $8.95.
Danville, Lexington Road.
This Joe Show weather report brought to you by...
Well, thank you for that, Jack. Brought to you by our friends over at Dexter and Reitmeyer Insurance, your local independent insurance agency. Proudly representing the Auto Owners Insurance Company. Call Mark or Chris. They'd love to give you a free quote. Dexter Reitmeyer Insurance, 236-6686. Ask if auto owners make sense for you. Cloudy skies, rain showers are hanging around here. 60 and 41 is the high and low. Mostly cloudy tomorrow, 47 and 31. And Thanksgiving Day, Thursday, sunshine and a high of 53. Right now it's 7:22 in the morning. It's 48 degrees right here in Danville. And again, our phone number to call in this morning is 238-9447. That's 238-WHIR. We'd love to have you right here on the radio, 238-9447. A Tesla that was out of control flew over a swimming pool and crashed into a California home. An out-of-control Tesla, which is why if you drive a Tesla, you need Tesla insurance.
Hello, it is Elon Musk, and if you're like many people, you've suffered some sort of Tesla-related mishap. That's why there's Tesla's insurance. Yes, no matter what happens, you're covered, as long as it involves a Tesla. Did a self-driving Tesla fly over your pool and into your house while you were eating dinner? You're covered.
I was at home napping, and a self-driving Tesla crashed through my bedroom wall and destroyed my dresser. Well, Tesla's insurance paid for a new dresser, and another Tesla, and it destroyed my bed. You've got to be kidding me.
Don't worry, you're covered. Tesla's insurance. Get covered for any Tesla-related catastrophe today.
Yeah, let's see what's breaking and trending here in the 7 o'clock hour on the Joe Show. Starting off with this major fentanyl bust where authorities have announced the arrest of 11 additional suspects in an investigation into a massive fentanyl ring. And Milgram, the head of the Drug Enforcement Agency, said at a press conference yesterday that the investigation began with the overdose death of 20-year-old mother Diamond Lynch. Officials said yesterday they've seized more than 40 pounds of fentanyl powder, around 250,000 pills, and 30 firearms that included 6 machine guns. Authorities say the operation also involved California, Maryland, Tennessee, and Virginia. Matthew Graves, the U.S. Attorney for the District of Columbia, announced during a press conference yesterday that the ongoing fentanyl investigation has seized a massive amount of drugs.
In this case alone, we have seized to date over 20 kilograms of fentanyl powder and approximately 250,000 pills.
Yeah, wow. The Centers for Disease Control Prevention announced yesterday that a recall is in effect for peaches, plums, and nectarines distributed nationwide by the company HMB Farms. The fruit is linked to a listeria outbreak that's killed one person, put 10 others in the hospital. The fruit was sold between May 1st and November 15th by retailers, including Walmart and Sam's Club. As of last week, victims of the listeria outbreak were in 7 states, including California, Colorado, Florida, Illinois, Kansas, Michigan, Michigan, and Ohio. Less than a year before next November's presidential election, the White House officially launched accounts on the social media platform Threads for President Joe Biden and Vice President Kamala Harris. Accounts were also created on X, formerly known as Twitter, for the White House. First Lady Jill Biden and Second Gentleman Doug Emhoff. The White House condemned Elon Musk's post on X that supported an anti-Semitic claim last week, but said the plans to launch the Threads accounts had been underway for weeks. He may not know the difference between Brittany and Taylor, but at least he saved 2 lives on a birthday that he had. President Joe Biden gave the official presidential pardon to the turkeys named Liberty and Bell yesterday during the 76th time the tradition has been observed. The 76th pardoning of the turkeys. That means that Joe Biden was 5 years old when the first one happened. During comments of the pardoning, Biden said the birds had to beat tough odds to get the pardon, saying, quote, "You could say it's even harder than getting a ticket to the Renaissance tour or Britney's tour. She's down. It's kind of warm in Brazil right now. The superstar on tour in Brazil, though, is not Britney Spears. It's Taylor Swift." By the way, fun fact, leading into an election year that the president might want to take note of, in a recent NBC News poll, 94% of voters knew who Taylor Swift was. 6 shirts worn by Lionel Messi during Argentina's World Cup run last year are going up for auction, and the auctioneer says they could become the most valuable collection of sports memorabilia ever. The auction house said yesterday that they expect the shirts to bring in over $10 million at auction, which could potentially put it in the number 1 slot over Michael Jordan's 1998 NBA Finals jersey that sold for $10.1 million at auction back in 2002. And lastly, Kevin Hart has got yet another project on the table. The comedian and sports fan is likely getting the Manning Cast kind of show on ESPN2. Hart is famously a Hoops fan and a Philadelphia sports team fan. Since he's from the city of brotherly love, there are no firm details yet, including whether Peyton or Eli Manning will be producing the Manning Cast show with Kevin Hart. That's what's going on in this morning's breaking and trending news. Waking you up with the news headlines in this 7 o'clock hour. It's 7:27 in the morning right now. You want to go see EKU men's basketball? I've got some tickets for you this morning. 238 WHIR. They play this afternoon at 12 noon. So a little early Thanksgiving getaway for you. They're playing Prairie View A&M. You want to go? I've got some tickets, 238-9447, to get those 4 tickets to this afternoon's EKU men's basketball game.
Did you know that Cartown Kia has one of the largest pre-owned inventories in the region? And did you know that we source vehicles from all over the country? Not only will we pay top dollar for your trade, we'll buy from you, even if you don't buy from us. So stop in today for a quick and easy appraisal, and while you're here, check out the new Kias arriving daily. There's never been a better time to upgrade your ride. Visit Cartown Kia or shop anytime at CartownKiaUSA.com.
Hi, this is Ruth at Mattresses and More next door to Ace Hardware on Houstonville Road in Danville. Our Black Friday sale is going on now. Get up to 35% off and get a free protector and pillow with $500 bedding purchase. New items arriving weekly and we sell off the floor. We offer layaway and 12-month same as cash with approved credit. Shop early, get the sale price, and lay it away for Christmas. Come see us for the best deal in town. You'll be glad you did.
Better hurry. This Black Friday sale ends soon at Mattresses and More.
John's Holiday Catering here for your affordable catering need. Call 734-3675 to get your turkey smoked, baked, or fried, and some of our homemade sides like broccoli casserole, macaroni and cheese, dressing balls, gravy, country ham, and more. So don't let your turkey be jerky. Call 734-3675 and let Dunn's do the cooking for you. We're also available for all your holiday and office parties, so call 734-3675. Don't let your holiday be without Dunn's. It's not a holiday until it's done.
Listen to WHIR online at hometownlive.net, powered by Kentucky, YMAX.com.
All right, coming up 7:30 in the morning, K&N gives us the bottom hour news here on the Joe Show at 7:30 in the morning. 7:40, we'll see if Tyler Miller gives us a call in for the County Agent's Corner. In the 8 o'clock hour, we have Colleen from the library at 8:10 and Randy Thumbs at 8:20 this morning. And he'll give us the thoughts of Randy Graham and Randy Graham's thoughts. 238-9447 is your phone number to call in this morning. Cats win yesterday. It was a thriller in overtime that kind kind of separated themselves in overtime, but a hot St. Joe shooting team that could not miss from deep, and the Cats went in overtime, put up 95 points last night.
This is the Kentucky News Network.
It has been weeks of fighting wildfires in eastern Kentucky, but as of Monday, there are no longer any active wildfires.
So our crews with boots on the ground over the weekend were able to knock back many fires. And so as of 9:30, we have 0 active fires.
Alexandra Blevins is with Kentucky Forestry. There are still 29 contained fires, meaning they are still burning but not spreading. Officials believe many of the wildfires were intentionally set. Nearly 39,000 acres of Kentucky forests have burned since the wildfires erupted in early November. A woman in Lexington is accused of taking an ambulance for a joyride. 43-year-old Jerica Hayes allegedly stole the vehicle from St. Joseph East Hospital and drove through downtown Lexington. WKYT reports that the theft occurred as another woman distracted EMTs walking out of the facility by asking them questions. Hayes is now facing multiple charges. A hospital spokesperson says they're making sure all ambulances now have anti-theft devices. It's a big matchup this weekend when the UK Wildcats take on the U of L Cardinals in the Governor's Cup at L&N Stadium.
You know, I know our fans are going to be ready to go, and they're going to want to win this game. And I think our players need to understand how much our fans want to win this game. And so, you know, we cannot have any letdown whatsoever.
Louisville coach Jeff Brom, the Cards are 10-1 this season. The Cats are reeling a bit, losing their last 2 games.
Our team will, show the resolve that we've always had, and come back this week and try to put together a great week. And the bottom line is go execute a little better.
That's UK coach Mark Stoops. Kickoff is noon Eastern this Saturday. I'm Rick Ucino.
This is the Kentucky News Network.
Chrysler of Lawrenceburg wants to share with you this holiday joy with 10 deals to Christmas. Every week, they're adding a new deal to help keep you in the holiday feel. Come get the Christmas tree in your 2023 Jeep Compass LTD wrapped in luxury for under $500 a month.
10 deals to Christmas.
Or you big truck fans, get winter rides with diesel oil change. Whatever yours takes for $199. It's Christmas time, and Santa's driving that way to Chrysler on Lawrenceburg.
Chrysler of Lawrenceburg, 10 deals till Christmas. For top-of-the-line collision and auto body repair, head to the mechanics at Danville Auto Body, located at 315 Dillahay Street. Call 236-2299 for an appointment. That's 236-2299. Danville Auto Body.
This is a Hometown Radio Network information update. Republic Service customers in Danville will have to pay a little bit more for their trash and recycling bins. It was announced by Republic that they have adjusted their rates, and an increase of 5.2% would begin for Danville customers. Trash can bins now cost $11.50 a month, up from $10.93 a month. Recycling bins cost $3.84, up from $3.65, and an extra bin will cost $4.39 a month, up from $4.17. There's also an increase for commercial customers from $25.75 to $27.10 a month. The annual Titletown Turkey Trot is back this year on Thursday. The 5K supports the Danville Boyle County Shop with a Cop program and features not just the race, but food trucks, coffee trucks, and games. You can register to run in the Titletown Turkey Trot online at runsignup.com. We have opening dates for 2 new restaurants in Danville. Danville Boyle County Chamber of Commerce Executive Director Jeff Jewell said that the new Marini Cafe next to the new Glass Museum on Main Street will have its grand opening on Tuesday, December 5th. That'll be followed by the soft opening and ribbon-cutting ceremony of the Danville Chick-fil-A location the next day, Wednesday, December 6th, with the full opening of the Danville Chick-fil-A on Thursday, December 7th. The local Salvation Army's Red Kettle Drive began Saturday. New Salvation Army Lieutenant Judah Irvin said that as of now, only about half of the shifts to ring the bell, the Red Kettle, are full, meaning they're looking for help in ringing the bell. You can register online at registertoring.com or call the Salvation Army at 859-236-4473. The goal this year is to raise somewhere around $110,000. The Salvation Army serves Mercer, Boyle, Garrett, Lincoln, and Casey counties. A Hawaiian man was arrested in Casey County for sex abuse of a teenager. The Casey County News is reporting that 30-year-old Andrew Karakis was arrested on 6 counts of first-degree sexual abuse on a 15-year-old girl. Authorities say that Karakis met the child when the child traveled out of state for a summer youth trip and that he stayed with the child's family to help her with a musical project. They say, though, that Karakis began a relationship with the child and began sexually abusing her. He was found guilty on all 6 counts and it was recommended the maximum 5 years per count, which would be a total of 30 years. His final sentencing will be on January the 19th. Reporting for the Hometown Radio Network, I'm Joe Mathis.
No need to go out of town for your perfect Christmas experience because it's happening right here in Danville with Danville's Small Town Christmas. Saturday, December the 2nd, it starts downtown at noon with activities leading us right up to the Christmas tree lighting at 7. Saturday, December 9th, come enjoy activities from noon until 5 with the Christmas parade starting that night at 6. Hot cocoa and cookies, pictures with Santa, face painting, bounce houses, story time with the Grinch, and more. It's like something you'd see in a Hallmark movie, but it's happening for real and it's free. Danville Small Town Christmas, Saturday, December 2nd and 9th. In downtown Danville.
Lexington Road Laser Wash in Danville is having a buy one touchless wash coupon, get one free Black Friday sale. Someone will win a 55-inch Samsung TV. Call or text 859-265-1635 to get your Black Friday buy one touchless car wash coupon, get one free. Call or text 859-265-1635. Lexington Road Laser Wash.
This Joe Show weather report brought to you by...
All right then, Jack. Thank you for that. The Big Deals online store, hometownlive.net. Shop and save on gift certificates to local businesses at big-time discounts. Save up to 50% every single day. Big Deals online store, hometownlive.net. You get showers, thunderstorms before about 4 or 5 o'clock this afternoon. They're going to hang around today. A high today of 60, a low tonight of 41. Tomorrow, mostly cloudy, a high of 47. On Thanksgiving Day, Thursday, sunshine and a high of 53 there on Thursday. Right now it's 7:37 in the morning, and our phone number to call in is 238-9447. That's 238-WHIR. We'd love to have you this morning here on the radio on the Joe Show, 238-9447. Here's an interesting little thing. If you are traveling for Thanksgiving this year, and maybe you're going out of town, you happen to stay in a hotel, you're staying at a family member's house, whatever it may be, or if you're traveling really ever, it doesn't have to be just for Thanksgiving, here's a little tidbit to remember. Don't ever, 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 in all caps, put your suitcase on your bed. Here's why. Your suitcase is a lot filthier than you think it is. You wheel it around through airports, including the airport bathroom for a carry-on. You wheel it around outside where it's picking up dirt and, yes, even traces of feces. If you don't believe it, take a Clorox wipe to your suitcase's wheels right now. And you don't want all the bacteria from your bag getting on your bed, even if it is a hotel bed. Those germs can get mixed up in the sheets. You don't want that. Plus, if it is a hotel bed, what if there's bed bugs? Then the bed bugs latch onto your suitcase as well. So, essentially, keep your bag on the ground for a luggage rack. Or a luggage rack, I should say. Not your bed's not your luggage rack. You should never, they say, put your suitcase on your bed. That is a no-no. We mentioned Tyler Miller may or may not call in. I assume that it's a not call in this morning, so we'll have the County Agent's Corner without Tyler, brought to you by Bluegrass South Livestock Market.
Get the top price for your livestock. Take them to the Bluegrass South Livestock Market, where they have drop-off hours to fit the busy farmer's needs. Selling your livestock a profitable and a pleasant experience. Save the hassle of a long haul. Sell your livestock at the Bluegrass South Livestock Market, 277 Courtier Road in Stanford. Call Bluegrass South Livestock Market at 606-365-0665. Bluegrass South Livestock Market in Stanford.
Hello, I'm Kim Ragland, Boyle County Extension Agent for 4-H Youth Development, and today we're talking about Boyle County 4-H Summer Camp, July the 15th through the 19th, for youth ages 9 to 13 next summer. Despite the falling leaves and even some Christmas lights, Boyle County 4-H is already working hard preparing for our Boyle Lincoln Powell Under the Big Top 4-H Summer Camp. If your 9 to 13-year-old enjoys trying new things, meeting new people, experiencing the great outdoors, and making memories that last a lifetime, please save the dates, July 15th through 19th. Applications will be available after March 1 from the Boyle County Extension Office for any youth who lives in or attends school in Danville or Boyle County, ages 9 to 13. If you have a 3rd, 4th, or 5th grader, you can watch for an application coming home with your student after March the 1st. Boyle County camps at the J.M. Feltner 4-H camp near London, Kentucky, along with other 4-Hers from Lincoln and Powell counties. We have more than 400 campers and counselors on the grounds, swimming, canoeing, hiking, playing gaga and basketball, shooting archery and riflery, flying down the zip line, and sallying down the alley. Obviously, one of our goals is for your child to have an exciting and memorable adventure at camp. But 4-H camp is about much more than having fun. It's about learning important life skills, including teamwork, communication, interpersonal skills, and how to care for yourself. Research shows us the 1-week 4-H camp experience makes a significant difference in the lives of campers. A majority indicate they learn how to set and accomplish goals, to make decisions for themselves, develop new skills, and learn to work with and lead others during their time at camp. If you're looking for a holiday gift for the child in your life, a full-time registration for camp this year is $320 and includes all costs for transportation, meals, activities, and classes. Half and full scholarship applications will be available with the camp application forms after March the 1st. Applications for scholarships must be turned in through the Family Resource Youth Service Center coordinator at your school. Please save July the 15th to the 19th if you've got a 9 to 13-year-old in Danville or Boyle County ready for a summer camp adventure. If your child is in Garrett, Lincoln, or Mercer counties, please contact your local extension office for dates and details on your county's summer camp. That's today's Farm and Home News. Join us each weekday at this time for the County Agent's Corner, a service of the Boyle, Garrett, Lincoln, and Mercer County UK Cooperative Extension Offices.
Thank you for that, Mrs. Ragland from the Boyle County Extension Office in this morning's County Agent's Corner. Now, before you go, well, Mrs. Ragland is already gone. Before I let you all go to the next commercial break, I've got some random facts you may not know, but I want you to know, so I'm going to let you know. So let's do this thing. Fact number 1, not everyone has 2 pinky toe joints. I didn't know that. I didn't know we had any pinky toe joint. I'm supposed to know about my pinky toe. About 44% of people only have 1 joint on their 5th toe. How many are we supposed to have? Like, it's, okay, that's a cool fact, but it's not necessarily something that we knew to begin with. So, like, you could have told me I've got 3 joints in my pinky toe, and I would say, okay. You could tell me I've got none, and I'd say, okay. That's not like a fact that I knew to begin with. So that's not as impressive to me. Fact number 2 comes from one of the most popular sitcoms. I've never really been a huge Friends fan, but the fountain from the opening credits of Friends is in Burbank, California, not New York City. We've been lied to this entire time. Fact number 3, Major League Baseball umpires are required to wear black underwear in case they spill their pants. Split their pants. Or maybe their pants take a spill or something. I don't know. It's unclear if this tradition will continue when robot umpires arrive or if fleeting robot sexiness will be less taboo. I don't know. Number 4, Americans give out $36.4 billion in tips a year. And number 5, women in Utah got the right to vote in 1870, 50 years before the rest of the country. Congress supported women voting in Utah because they thought women there would vote against the candidates who were pro-polygamy. But when the women voted for pro-polygamy candidates in Utah, Congress passed a federal bill taking away their voting rights once again there in Utah. So they were using them basically as political pawns, and when they didn't vote the way that they thought they were going to vote, they took away their power to vote. That happened in Utah back in the 1870s. Random facts for you on this Tuesday morning. It is 7:44, cloudy skies overhead as we see what's going on out west in Hollywood. The World of Weird. It's coming your way next here on The Joe Show. Here's a commercial that has no other point but to make you hungry. Big Mac, Big Mac, Big Mac, double cheeseburger, the double cheeseburger, the double quarter pounder with cheese, the double quarter pounder with cheese, chicken McNuggets. I'll take a 20-piece, please. The buttermilk crispy chicken sandwich, the buttermilk crispy chicken sandwich, filet of fish, the filet of fish, hot fresh French fries. Visit McDonald's of Danville and Harrodsburg. Their drive-thrus are open.
At Lennox of Danville, we install all things hitch and towing related, from a gooseneck to a fifth wheel and even a classic receiver hitch. We also install wiring you need for your new hitch. Quality products made in America. Call us today, 59209-4033, or stop by 935 Stanford Road. Lennox of Danville, we make tough look good.
Hello, Central Kentucky. I'm Steve Bertram with sports. Last night, 16th-ranked Kentucky improved 4-1 with a hard-fought 96-88 win in overtime over St. Joe's in Rupp Arena. UK actually fell behind 76-75 in regulation before it was tied at 77-all headed to the extra period. Trey Mitchell knocked down back-to-back threes in OT to give the Cats a little breathing room. Mitchell and DJ Wagner led UK with 22 apiece, while Antonio Reeves added 20. Kentucky's back in action Friday night when they entertain Marshall in Rupp Arena at 7 o'clock. In women's college hoops last night, Center College improved to 5-0 with an 89-86 win at Hanover. In men's action, it was Indiana 74, Louisville 66, North Carolina Wilmington 83, Murray 81, and Moorhead 64, Bellarmine 51. Boyle County's on the road Friday night as they visit Franklin County at 7:30 on Z105 in the Class 4A semifinals. Both the Rebels and Flyers are 13-0. The other 4A semifinal features two more undefeated teams, with Paducah Tillman at Covington Catholic. Two other unbeatens are Owensboro Catholic in 2A and Hart County in 3A. Owensboro Catholic will host Somerset, led by former Danville coach Clay Clevenger, while Hart County entertains Bell County. Philadelphia held Kansas City scoreless in the second half last night in their 21-17 win on the road. Chiefs turned the ball over twice in the red zone. The Eagles are now 9-1, the Chiefs 7-3. In college football this Saturday, 9th-ranked Louisville entertains 6-5 Kentucky at Cardinal Stadium. The Cards are 7-point favorites over the Cats. Kickoff is set for noon Saturday for UK at U of L on Z105. That's sports. God bless America. I'm Steve Bertram on the Hometown Radio Network.
Hey, Joe, did you know Big Deals has got something new?
Where can I save money now, Radio Rick?
We've got the Anderson Lifestyle Boutique in Danville. Buy a $50 gift certificate for a Big Deals price of just $35.
Sounds awesome. What do they have?
They offer jewelry, apparel, gifts, and home decor. They do embroidery and monogramming. Come and see their selection of comfortable jeans, heavy canvas bags, lamps, art, scratch-made soap scents, natural soy candles. Find the perfect curtains, blinds, and shutters for your home.
Sounds great. I know where I can get my wife a gift and save money. Please don't tell her.
It's up to me. Joe, you like to eat, don't you?
You bet.
Save money at the Big City Pizza Company in Danville. Another new way to save.
I'd love to have some of their 3-cheese mac and cheese pizza.
Well, get over to hometownlive.net and save on Big City Pizza with a $10 gift certificate for just $7.
I'm on it. Pizza night tonight at the Mathis house.
You, too, can save with more big deals at hometownlive.net. Lots of discounts like Bread of Life, Sweets by Cindy, O'Charlie's, Applebee's, the Old Bus Station, and A&L Accessories.
Stock number RZ006309, MSRP 35.5, sales price 32,967. Stock number RZ002672, MSRP 30,445, sales price 27,987. Price excludes tax, title, and license. Down payment will vary with APR and credit. See dealer for details. Not all buyers qualify. Offer ends 11/30/23.
Get Black Friday savings all month long at Don Franklin Mitsubishi. During the year-end sales event, get 0% APR for 36 months and no payments for 90 days on select Mitsubishi Outlander models. Or get $500 cash back on select new 2024 Mitsubishi Eclipse Cross models. Hurry in today to Don Franklin Mitsubishi.
Hi, folks. Mike Gay here. Are you frustrated with your current job? Want to get that promotion, but you don't have a college degree? Then go to Essity.com. We're hiring 25 new machine operators starting at $19.38 an hour. Is work-life balance important to you? Well, we have 12-hour shifts. You can work 90 nights, work 90 days, and then you're off 180 days during the year. That's with no required OT. Essity, ESSITY.com. EssentialOilsAndGasOil.com.
This Joe Show weather report brought to you by...
Oh, thank you there, Jackie Boy. Brought to you by ADA Heating and Air. Trust ADA to be there when you need them the most. ADA is on the way. Call them 859-519-6382. That's how you get in touch with ADA Heating and Air. All right, cloudy skies, rain showers hanging around here today. 60 is your high. 41 is your low tonight. Mostly cloudy tomorrow. High of 47, low of 31. And Thanksgiving on Thursday, sunshine and a high of 53. Right now it's 7:50 in the morning. Last night about 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock in the evening or so, it was announced by Danville Schools that they had made their decision on their next superintendent, and that will be Ron Ballard, who has signed a 4-year contract, according to Danville Schools, to serve as the Danville School superintendent. Mr. Ballard is a Danville Schools alum. Graduated from Danville High School, I believe I saw yesterday, and do not hold me to this, but I think it's true, that he is the first Danville Schools alum to hold the position of superintendent. Again, if that is incorrect, you can feel free to tell me, and I will certainly issue a correction, but that's what I saw yesterday. And started as a teacher at Tolliver and Hogsett, kind of worked his way up to assistant principal, then served in central office, and now has been selected and tabbed as the next Danville School superintendent, and that was announced yesterday by the Danville School Board. At 7:51 in the morning, 238-9447, your phone number. Let's head out west to Hollywood to see what's going on in the world of WHIR, where the celebrities live. Those people so rich and famous, they're disassociated with reality. Here we go. Starting off with this story, Wayne Brady got into a car accident in Malibu on Sunday night that resulted in fisticuffs between him and another driver. Apparently, the other guy hit Wayne's car as he was driving along the Pacific Coast Highway. They both stopped and started shouting at each other. That's when things got physical. Wayne called 911 after the fight, but the other guy took off. Wayne didn't need medical treatment or anything, but he was reportedly feeling, quote, banged up and sore after the scuffle yesterday. Have you ever heard of pregnancy nose? It's apparently a new term, but not really a new term, and many women say their noses get bigger when they get pregnant. And someone on TikTok recently said that it looks like Little Mermaid star Halle Bailey, and that's not Halle Berry, that's Halle Bailey, has pregnancy nose. She would like you to know that she does not have pregnancy nose. She says, quote, listen, if I see one more person say something about my nose one more time, it's not going to be good. Why are you concerned about my nose? Halle Bailey says she does not have pregnancy nose. It's always a sticky situation when relatives ask to borrow money. How do you handle that? Maybe you should take a lesson from someone who's actually really good with their money. Kevin O'Leary from Shark Tank says it's often a bad outcome when you mix family and money, but though much trial and error has come up with a strategy, he says, always gift, never loan money. He says, quote, I don't want to loan anybody money. I don't want anyone to owe me or to drive a wedge in my family, so instead, I'll agree to a one-time gift. For example, if a family member asks for $150,000 to start a restaurant, I'll give them $50,000 in a gift that I never want back. There are two conditions, though. They can never ask him for more money, and they can never talk about the gift ever again. It's a one-time thing. And I think we can safely say that Pax Jolie Pitt is not a fan of his father, Brad Pitt. In fact, on Father's Day of 2020, he lashed out at his dad in a private Instagram post, calling him a world-class expletive. He was 16 years old at the time. He's 19 now. He added, quote, you time and time again prove yourself to be a terrible and despicable person. You have no consideration for empathy toward your 4 youngest children who tremble in fear when in your presence. The message was accompanied by a picture of Brad accepting his Oscar in 2020. Pax Jolie Pitt doesn't like his dad, Brad Pitt. Kevin O'Leary from Shark Tank gives advice on how to handle relatives asking for money. Pregnancy nose is apparently a real thing, and Wayne Brady got into a road rage fight with another guy. That's what's going on in the world of weird, the Showbills segment. We're going to Melton's Deli in Danville, grabbing ourselves a sandwich for lunch a little bit later on this afternoon. And as we head to Melton's, let's grab ourselves our sandwich of the day today. We'll make the Country Jack Club. It's number 2 on the Melton's Daily menu. Penn's finest baked country ham, smoked turkey, mild cheddar, spicy pepper jack, lettuce, tomatoes, and mayonnaise on your choice of white, wheat, or rye bread. $8.99 for the Country Jack Club at Melton's Deli in Danville. Melton's number 1 and Melton's Deli number 2. Tell them you heard it this morning on the Joe Show. It's the Country Jack Club at Melton's Deli in Danville. Here is your sandwich of the day. It's 7:55 in the morning.
Prescriptions require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate. Restrictions apply. See website for details and important safety information. Subscription required. Price varies based on product and subscription plan.
Hey guys, did you know there's a generic form of Viagra that works just the same but is 95% cheaper? And you can get it online? Just go to hims.com/joy. Through Hims, you'll get a free medical consultation, discreet shipping if prescribed, a 100% online process, and trusted generic alternatives to the name brands at up to 95% off. That's right. Get generic for Viagra, the same active ingredient as brand name Viagra, but for 95% less. It's the same medication, still prescribed by a licensed medical provider, but with zero copay, no expensive appointments, and no awkward face-to-face conversations. To start your free online visit, you need to go to this exclusive address, hims.com/joy. That's hims.com/joy for your free online visit. hims.com/joy.
Almost every small Kentucky town has a go-to restaurant. In Central Kentucky, it's the Bread of Life Cafe in Liberty. If you like a good buffet, you'll love the huge down-home cooking featuring 3 fully stocked buffet tables, or you can order off their extensive menu. You'll find something delicious for every person in the family at the Bread of Life Cafe. Visit the gift and sweet shop at the Bread of Life Cafe, 5 miles south of Liberty on Highway 127. Open till 8, Monday through Thursday, 9 Friday and Saturday. Feed your tummy and your soul with a stop at the Bread of Life Cafe and Buffet, 5 miles south of Liberty.
This is Randy Gipp Graham. If you want to start your weekend off in a winning way, propelling you into a new work week, then join with our team every Saturday morning at 7 o'clock on the Kentucky Power Hour. Sure, we talk current events, politics, a little sports, and a lot about leadership, but with you, the listener, in mind. So start your day off in a winning way. Right here on the Happy Station, WHIR.
The Kentucky Power Hour on AM 1230 and FM 103.9.
Catch the best of Sean Hannity, Saturday mornings, 10 to 1 on WHIR.
Alrighty, 7:57 in the morning. Coming up at the 8 o'clock hour, Colleen Hall from the Boyle County Public Library at 8:10. And we have Rundleisms at 8:20. 8:40, James the Gardener joins us as well. But Thanksgiving is 2 days away, and Google is releasing trends of what people are Googling so far, days leading up to Thanksgiving. And it's interesting. Like, there's a lot of holiday-related nonsense on here, like how to make Thanksgiving food and how to uninvite your uncle without him getting mad. No, that's not on here. But here we go. A lot of people want recipes for potato dishes for Thanksgiving. But some are more popular in certain states compared to others, like, for example, cheesy potatoes, mashed or smashed potatoes, various potato soups, and baked potatoes. Then there's the special states like California. He's looking for recipes for potato tacos. Maine is Googling potato donuts. Georgia is cooking the Irish dish called colcannon, which is usually potatoes and cabbage. And Tennessee is planning on whipping up some potato candy, which Dusty says he's made before. Is basically just like 1 potato and 5 pounds of sugar. Pies are also a common Google search. Special states like Oregon looking for tamale pie. Pennsylvania has shuffle pie. What is that? I've never heard of that. Shuffle pie? That's on the menu in Pennsylvania. Louisiana making Mississippi mud pie. In Mississippi, they call Mississippi mud pie just chocolate pie. Nebraska is really mixing things up, and they're making Frito pie, like Frito chili pie. So special pie trends. And yet another popular Google search is, what time does Black Friday start? I know people are wondering about sales, which can start early, but I really just want to answer on Friday. Friday morning is when Black Friday starts. On a related note, searches for, is Cyber Monday still a thing, which is when the online websites give you deals. Yes, it is. Searches for that up 350%. And of all the dishes that people are Googling the most, out of all the dishes, like they're looking for a recipe or they don't know how to cook it, so they want to cook it, so they're looking for a recipe or whatever it may be, green bean casserole is the dish that is being Googled most here during Thanksgiving, which suggests one thing. It suggests that we never make green bean casserole unless it's Thanksgiving. So there you go. Google, staying busy during this time of year. The dish that we're Googling the most, green bean casserole. How to make that. 8 o'clock in the morning is coming up, and we are halfway home on the Joe Show. The Boyle County Public Library comes on here at 8:10, and Randyisms on here at 8:20.
This is the talk of the town, AM 1230, and now on FM 103.9, WHIR Danville, powered by Kentucky WiMAX.
It's 8 o'clock.
NBC News Radio. I'm Michael Kastner. Former First Lady Rosalind Carter will be laid to rest next week. She passed away at the age of 96 Sunday afternoon after being diagnosed with dementia in March. The Carter Center announced ceremonies celebrating the life of Rosalind Carter will be held starting November 27th in Georgia. The head of the Hamas Political Bureau says that the group is nearing a truce agreement. The response was delivered to officials in Qatar who have been mediating for the release of hostages with Israel and the United States. Any possible deal is expected to include the exchange of hostages for Palestinians held in Israeli prisons. More from Mark Mayfield.
National Security Council spokesman John Kirby, however, told reporters that more work needs to be done to broker a deal between Israel and Hamas.
We believe we're closer than we've ever been, so we're hopeful. But there's still work to be done, and nothing is done until it's all done. So we're going to keep working on this.
This comes amid news reports that negotiators are nearing a deal to release some of the hostages taken during the October the 7th attack on Israel. President Biden also told reporters on Monday that he believes the deal is close. More than 200 people were taken hostage by Hamas last month.
House Speaker Mike Johnson is meeting with former President Trump after recently making his endorsement of Trump for 2024 clear. The two met on Monday night. Johnson broke with his predecessor Kevin McCarthy by endorsing Trump. At least one person is dead, 3 more injured following a shooting at a Walmart in Ohio. Brian Shook reports.
Police were called Monday night to a shooting at a Walmart in Beaverton, a suburb of Dayton. The Beaver Creek Police Department said on X that police are on the scene and the building is clear and secure, adding there is no active threat.
Stock futures are slightly lower after the S&P 500 had its 5th straight winning day. Michael Kastner, NBC News Radio.
If Ernest Hemingway was alive today, would he say this to you?
Shakespeare, Mark Twain, Edgar Allan Poe, all great writers. And after reading your book, I simply must add you to the list.
Wait, you don't have a book yet. So make a free call to Page Publishing. Turn your book idea into publishing gold.
800-215-6818. 800-215-6818. That's 800-215-6818.
There's a price war in the insurance business, and you may be paying too much. Call the Term Lifeline right now and see if you can save 40%. $500,000 plans and up, that's our specialty. Even great smokers' rates. Protect your family today. Call the Term Lifeline right now for a free quote. 866-549-TERM, 866-549-TERM, 866-549-TERM.
The Thanksgiving holiday rush is underway at airports across the nation, with 30 million travelers expected to pass through U.S. airports by the end of this week. Georgia Federal Security Director Robert Spinden says the goal is to keep wait times to 30 minutes or less at security checkpoints. And if you're on the road, AAA's Regina Cooper-Ali says patience is a must.
Everybody is going to be in a rush to get where they want to be. Slow down. You're going to get there. You want to get there safely. You want to get there alive. So make sure that you, again, give yourselves ample time.
According to AAA, over 55 million people are expected to travel more than 50 miles this week for Thanksgiving. Defense Secretary Lloyd Austin is reaffirming U.S. support for Ukraine in its war with Russia.
I wanted to reassure the leadership that the United States of America will continue to support Ukraine.
Austin met with Ukrainian President Vladimir Zelensky Monday during an unannounced visit to Kyiv. Austin said the U.S. will continue to support Ukraine's urgent battlefield needs and long-term defense requirements. The visit comes as the administration is pushing Congress to keep funds and weapons flowing to Ukraine. Congress, however, has yet to pass President Biden's latest supplemental request, which includes aid for Ukraine and Israel. President Biden is wishing Americans a happy Thanksgiving ahead of the holiday. The president hosted the White House annual turkey pardoning ceremony yesterday, where he pardoned 2 turkeys named Liberty and Bell.
I hereby pardon Liberty and Bell. All right. Congratulations, birds.
The pardon means the birds won't be cooked up and served for this year's feast. The president said the Thanksgiving holiday is a time we remind ourselves we have so much to be thankful for as a nation. Michael Kastner, NBC News Radio.
Prescriptions require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate. Restrictions apply. See website for details and important safety information. Subscription required. Price varies based on product and subscription plan.
Hey guys, did you know there's a generic form of Viagra that works just the same, but is 95% cheaper? And you can get it online? Just go to hims.com/joy. Through Hims, you'll get a free medical consultation, discreet shipping if prescribed, a 100% online process, and trusted generic alternatives to the name brands at up to 95% off. That's right. Get generic for Viagra, the same active ingredient as brand name Viagra, but for 95% less. It's the same medication, still prescribed by a licensed medical provider, but with zero copay, no expensive appointments, and no awkward face-to-face conversations. To start your free online visit, you need to go to this exclusive address, hims.com/joy. That's hims.com/joy for your free online visit. HIMS.com/JOY.
Hey, it's Joe Pags. Make plans to join us for the show. We're bringing the top news stories that are affecting you, the top stories from social media, pop culture stories, could be in sports. Maybe we'll sing a song or 2 or 3 or make fun of somebody that you want us to make fun of. That plus, of course, a big part of the program is you calling in. Look, we can agree, we can debate, we can yell at each other, we can sing a song together. We do it all right here on the Joe Pags Show, Monday through Friday from 6 to 9 on WHIR AM 1230 and online at hometownlive.net.
The new home for A&L Accessories in Danville is at 491 South 4th Street next to Smart Loop, featuring gifts, purses, jewelry, watches, scarves, body care products, and official Simply Southern Products dealer. Open at 11:30 Tuesday through Saturday. Stop in the new home for A&L Accessories in Danville, 493 South 4th.
This is a Hometown Radio Network information update. Republic Service customers in Danville will have to pay a little bit more for their trash and recycling bins. It was announced by Republic that they have adjusted their rates, and an increase of 5.2% would begin for Danville customers. Trash can bins now cost $11.50 a month, up from $10.93 a month. Recycling bins cost $3.84, up from $3.65, and an extra bin will cost $4.39 a month, up from $4.17. There's also an increase for commercial customers from $25.75 to $27.10 a month. The annual Titletown Turkey Trot is back this year on Thursday. The 5K supports the Danville Boyle County Shop with a Cop program and features not just the race, but food trucks, coffee trucks, and games. You can register to run in the Titletown Turkey Trot online at runsignup.com. We have opening dates for 2 new restaurants in Danville. Danville Boyle County Chamber of Commerce Executive Director Jeff Jewell said that the new Marini Cafe next to the new Glass Museum on Main Street will have its grand opening on Tuesday, December 5th. That'll be followed by the soft opening and ribbon cutting ceremony of the Danville Chick-fil-A location the next day, Wednesday, December 6th, with the full opening of the Danville Chick-fil-A on Thursday, December 7th. The local Salvation Army's Red Kettle Drive began Saturday. New Salvation Army Lieutenant Judah Irvin said that as of now, only about half of the shifts to ring the bell, the Red Kettle, are full, meaning they're looking for help in ringing the bell. You can register online at registertoring.com or call the Salvation Army at 859-236-4473. The goal this year is to raise somewhere around $110,000. The Salvation Army serves Mercer, Boyle, Garrett, Lincoln, and Casey counties. A Hawaiian man was arrested in Casey County for sex abuse of a teenager. The Casey County News is reporting that 30-year-old Andrew Karakis was arrested on 6 counts of first-degree sexual abuse on a 15-year-old girl. Authorities say that Karakis met the child when the child traveled out of state for a summer youth trip and that he stayed with the child's family to help her with a musical project. They say, though, that Karakis began a relationship with the child and began sexually abusing her. He was found guilty on all 6 counts and it was recommended the maximum 5 years per count, which would be a total of 30 years. His final sentencing will be on January the 19th. Reporting for the Hometown Radio Network, I'm Joe Mathis.
Listen to us on your smart speaker. Just ask to play our call letters. WHIR.
Sutton Pharmacy. Friendly service from people you know. Generations of serving our community. Immunizations, prescriptions, and so much more. Helpful people, free local delivery, mobile app refills right to your door. Visit SuttonRx.com. Sutton Pharmacy. Friendly service from people you know.
In Lancaster on Maple Avenue.
Planning a wedding? Paying for a wedding? Attending a wedding? Hi, this is Pim Pfister Clark with Wedding Planning with Pim, inviting you to join us Monday through Friday after the 8:30 morning news on WHIR AM 1230. I'll give you sound wedding planning advice and money-saving tips, information you need, and you'll get it all right here at your favorite radio station, WHIR AM 1230.
This Joe Show weather report brought to you by...
It's brought to you by our friends hanging out over at Cattleman's Roadhouse. Treat yourself to a delicious meal over at Cattleman's. Their burgers, all natural beef, certified, humanely raised, never any antibiotics. Cattleman's Roadhouse on the Danville Bypass, where a great steak is truly just the beginning. Cloudy skies, rain showers, thunderstorms, high of 60, low tonight 41. Tomorrow cloudy and 47. Thanksgiving Day is Thursday, sunshine 53. Boyle County Rebel Football Friday. You get mostly cloudy and a high of 52. Good news is the chance of rain that we thought was going to hang around here Friday kind of getting out of here, which is good. Hopefully the same can be said for Frankfort and Franklin County, where the Rebels travel to on Friday. 238-WHIR, the phone number to call in. And on the phone this morning, Colleen Hall, Boyle County Public Library, joins us. Good morning, Colleen. How are you?
I'm well. Good morning, Joe. How are you?
I'm doing great, Colleen. Appreciate you being on here this morning. What do we got going on at the library this week?
Absolutely. Actually, it's going to be a fairly quiet week because of the holiday. We do have Tranquility Tuesday as a program tonight at 6 p.m. So if you're looking for a little calm in the middle of this busy week, tonight's the night to come at 6 p.m. So we have that going on, but there's no story time this week. So I thought I would tell you about, we are going to be closed Thursday and Friday, but we'll be open Saturday. But I thought I would share about some of the online resources we have for people who would like to take advantage of those while we're closed. So remembering that we have Libby, the book and ebook, and digital, it's a digital resource, and it also has magazines. And if you don't have a library card, there's an application you can make right on our website for a digital library card, and you'll get immediate access to all the digital resources. So if people don't have one, that's a good one. For parents and families, there's Tumble Books online, which is a fantastic resource for kids. It's got graphic novels, read-alongs, read-alouds, puzzles, games, things to build literacy skills, and things that are just for fun. And then as far as reminding people about programs, I want to just remind them that Santa will be here on the 2nd for pictures with Santa from 10 to 12, and then there's a Victorian-era tea party the same day at 2 p.m. And then we also have Drop Your Drawers going on through December 1st if people would like to donate new packages of underwear or socks for children. We're going to donate those to the local family resource centers. That's what I got.
Well, good stuff. Yeah. Well, awesome. So you got that going on, and as you said, kind of a quieter week, Thanksgiving week here. And you all are closed, I assume, Thursday and open again on Friday?
No, we're closed on Friday also.
Closed on Friday also.
Thursday
Okay.
and Friday. We'll open on Saturday.
Open back up on Saturday. Well, awesome stuff. Colleen, people have any questions for you? How can they get in touch with you?
They can call us at 238-7323. That's 238-READ.
There you go. And as Colleen said, if you're looking for a break before the relatives come in or you go to the relative's house, Tranquility Tuesday.
That's right. Yeah, that's tonight at 6 p.m.
Mindful eating. That's what I have an issue with, mindful eating. I got food. Maybe I'm good at it. I've got food on my mind all the time, and I eat the food that's on my mind. I'm not sure that's what mindful eating means, though.
No, but you and me both, man.
Yeah, that's the type of eating I like. Deep breathing, body scans, and more. The third Tuesday of the month, and that is today, Tranquility Tuesday, 6 o'clock. So make sure you attend that if you'd like to. Colleen, appreciate you being on, and we'll talk to you again next Tuesday morning, okay?
Yes, have a happy Thanksgiving.
All right, you too, Colleen. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Colleen Hall, Boyle County Public Library Director. And she's on here every Tuesday here on The Joe Show. It's 8:15 in the morning. Sports coming your way right now. Brought to you by the Big Daddy, Steve Bertram. Randy Holmes is on the show coming up next.
Hello, Central Kentucky. I'm Steve Bertram with sports. Last night, 16th-ranked Kentucky improved 4-1 with a hard-fought 96-88 win in overtime over St. Joe's in Rupp Arena. UK actually fell behind 76-75 in regulation before it was tied at 77-all headed to the extra period. Trey Mitchell knocked down back-to-back threes in OT to give the Cats a little breathing room. Mitchell and DJ Wagner led UK with 22 apiece, while Antonio Reeves added 20. Kentucky's back in action Friday night when they entertain Marshall in Rupp Arena at 7 o'clock. In women's college hoops last night, Center College improved to 5-0 with an 89-86 win at Hanover. In men's action, it was Indiana 74, Louisville 66, North Carolina Wilmington 83, Murray 81, and Moorhead 64, Bellarmine 51. Boyle County's on the road Friday night as they visit Franklin County at 7:30 on Z105 in the Class 4A semifinals. Both the Rebels and Flyers are 13-0. The other 4A semifinal features two more undefeated teams, with Paducah Tillman at Covington Catholic. Two other unbeatens are Owensboro Catholic in 2A and Hart County in 3A. Owensboro Catholic will host Somerset, led by former Danville coach Clay Clevenger, while Hart County entertains Bell County. Philadelphia held Kansas City scoreless in the second half last night in their 21-17 win on the road. Chiefs turned the ball over twice in the red zone. The Eagles are now 9-1, the Chiefs 7-3. In college football this Saturday, 9th-ranked Louisville entertained 6-5 Kentucky at Cardinal Stadium. The Cards are 7-point favorites over the Cats. Kickoff is set for noon Saturday for UK at U of L on Z105. That's sports. God bless America. I'm Steve Bertram on the Hometown Radio Network.
Hey, Joe, did you know Big Deals has got something new?
Where can I save money now, Radio Rick?
We've got the Anderson Lifestyle Boutique in Danville. Buy a $50 gift certificate for a Big Deals price of just $35.
Sounds awesome. What do they have?
They offer jewelry, apparel, gifts, and home decor. They do embroidery and monogramming. Come and see their selection of comfortable jeans, heavy canvas bags, lamps, art, scratch-made soap scents, natural soy candles. Find the perfect curtains, blinds, and shutters for your home.
Sounds great. I know where I can get my wife a gift and save money. Please don't tell her.
Joe, you like to eat, don't you?
You bet.
Save money at the Big City Pizza Company in Danville. Another new way to save.
I'd love to have some of their 3-cheese mac and cheese pizza.
Well, get over to hometownlive.net and save on Big City Pizza with a $10 gift certificate for just $7.
I'm on it. Pizza night tonight at the Mathis house.
You, too, can save with more big deals at hometownlive.net. Lots of discounts like Bread of Life, Sweets by Cindy, O'Charlie's, Applebee's, the Old Bus Station, and A&L Accessories.
Untangling your headphones, finding the right remote, saying goodbye to your favorite shirt that hasn't fit in 10 years. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with Auto Owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. Auto Owners works with independent agents who live in your community and answer when you call, so you can worry about more important things, like finding a new favorite shirt. That's simple human sense.
Ask Dexter and Reitmeyer Insurance Agency in Danville if Auto Owners makes sense for you. Call me, Mark Dexter, or Chris Reitmeyer.
With
Would you like to receive a free gift? Refer a friend or family member to Farmers National Bank and receive your free gift. It's simple. Visit the bank's website at fnbky.com. And when your friend opens a Farmers National Bank checking account, you receive a free gift. Stop by a Farmers National Bank office in Danville, Bergen, Harrodsburg, Junction City, Lancaster, Liberty, Middleburg, Perryville, and Stanford. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
This Joe Show weather report brought to you by...
Thank you there, Jack. Danville Auto Body Shop. Top-of-the-line collision and auto body repair. Head to the mechanics at Danville Auto Body Shop, 315 Delahaye Street. Call ahead for an appointment, 236-2299. That's 236-2299, Danville Auto Body Shop. Cloudy skies, rain showers, thunderstorms, a high of 60, low tonight of 41. Tomorrow, cloudy, high of 47, low of 31. Thanksgiving Day, Thursday, sunshine, a high of 53.
Here comes the sun.
Randy Graham is in studio. We were talking about the Beatles off the air. And Randy said, the Beatles, they had some great music. And I said, I still think Abbey Road is the greatest rock album of all time. So I said, I'm going to play some Beatles coming back from this break for no other reason other than just hear the Beatles today. Here they are. This will lead us into Randyisms, the thoughts of Randy Graham and Randy Graham's thoughts.
Here comes the sun.
Take it away, Randy.
Good morning, Sir Joe and the No, and what another great day it is to get up and get at Capitalism Week, Joe, or Thanksgiving Week is better known. A day we take time with family to giving thanks to God for his bounty and blessings upon America. We celebrate it by tradition with turkey, like the first Thanksgiving, when the Pilgrims in November 1621 had such a successful bounty after years of hardships, invited their neighbors and trading partners, the Indians, to celebrate together. Truly an American holiday, but could easily be celebrated as Capitalism Day. I mean, if you know history. Because after the Pilgrims' attempt at building the perfect society of all coming together collectively, bringing their labors in storage, and then parceled out equally to all, an early attempt at socialism, they learned what we witness today. Eventually, the lazy people would not work as hard since they were assured an equal amount, which caused hard workers to become upset and resulted in less output, where they were on the verge of starvation until they took a more reasonable approach by necessity and allowed the Pilgrims to keep part of their crops and talents and barter or sell and trade with the Indians and others. And as a result, they were motivated to produce more, and thus capitalism began in America. And the bounty was so great, they decided to thank God for their blessings, and why we celebrate Capitalism Day. Thanksgiving this Thursday. Now, on June 28, 1870, President Ulysses S. Grant signed into law the Holidays Act that made Thanksgiving a federal holiday, celebrated on the last Thursday of the month until 1939, when President Roosevelt, concerned that the last Thursday falling on the last day of the month, like this month, might shorten Christmas shopping season and dampen economic recovery. Remember, we were in the Great Depression at the time, which World War II would bring us out of. So President Roosevelt, being a typical Democrat, thus likely to rule by edict when possible, like our man-child governor, simply made a proclamation to change Thanksgiving to the fourth Thursday, angering Congress, who did not like the idea of Americans celebrating Thanksgiving on two different Thursdays, so passed a law making Thanksgiving Day, the third Thursday of every month. And a reason why I coined the phrase that if the study of math and sciences will give America a technological edge in the future, it'll be the study of history that'll keep that future free. So, Joe, on Thursday, I'll be getting with my decided granddaughter by immaculate acceptation, meaning Georgia girl and her family, to celebrate Capitalism Day. Thanksgiving Day. By the way, Georgia girl came to Danville First Baptist Church Parents' Night Out on Friday and had a blast listening to the Bananas Band, playing laser tag and other games, as well as pizza, having attended Vacation Bible School there during the summer. And on Saturday, I chauffeured her to meet her mom. Now, some may say, you mean you drove her? No, I chauffeured her. Because Georgia has me put down the back seats of the Highlander, and she climbs into the very back, and adding a British accent, I chauffeur her. Yes, driving Miss Georgia. Of course, other times I fly her on the Georgia 1. Pilot to control tower, we are preparing to take off. And some might say, man, that's silly, you're a grown man. Yes, indeed, and why I have the wisdom to do it. Seeing and understanding the world through their eyes. In the same way, when counseling former agents, I always tried to meet them in what I call the know, K-N-O-W zone. That familiarity where I can understand, and although may not have sympathy for certain actions, I certainly could have empathy of understanding why they chose to act as they did. And why, when I'm with Georgia, I like to think back and remember what I was doing when I was her age, because I know these few years with rah-rah will be fleeting, as the Bible reminds us life is like a vapor. So I get right in there with her. And while driving Saturday, relating something about when I was her age, before joking that now I'm 29, I look at things differently, she quickly corrected me and said, "You mean 650 with 40, you know what I mean, Joe." But made a Freudian comment saying, "Wow, time sure has flown by quickly," which Georgia quickly responded, "In your head." And I got to thinking, she's right. Just like the Bible reminds us, life is a vapor that vanishes away. Yes, only leaving memories. And why we want to build all the positive memories with our children while we can, because one day memories will be all they will have. But think back and remember when you were 8, just before Christmas, how each day would go by so slowly in anticipation. But at 8, I asked Mom, "Well, how many more days until Christmas?" And she'd go to the calendar, and it seemed like forever, just like a day today seems to Georgia. I mean, have you ever wondered why in youth time goes by so slowly, but when we age, time goes by faster and faster? I was thinking about this one morning and made a decision I wasn't going to get out of bed until I figured it out. I mean, even praying to God for some wisdom. And some might say, "Well, that's very gospel of you, Randy." And I say gospel because one day last year, Georgia said, "We sure do have a gospel family." But I wasn't being gospel. No, to the contrary, I was being selfish because I didn't want to stay in bed all day. And did you know God figured it out for me? Now, I don't want to put words in God's mouth because, as the wit said, that would be unsanitary, but I do give him credit. At 8 years old, our reference of time was only 8 years, and 1 year is 1/8 of our lives, which is a lot. But when you're 40, 60, or 70, 1 year is 1/70th of your life, and why time seems to fly as we become older. Just like Georgia said, in our head, because our reference of time is now greater. Now, that bit of information, $1, will buy you a cup of coffee at McDonald's, but it is an interesting conversation piece. And then after Thursday, Joe, my beloved Boyle County High School Rebels, 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 will take on the Flyers of Franklin County. Now, as the voice of the Danville Admirals, do you know the Franklin County connection to Danville High School? Yes, that's right. That's where former Danville High coach Sam Harp graduated, and who Sam Harp Field is named for, after leading the Admirals to many state championships. Matter of fact, he graduated with my sister-in-law, and while my brother was in college staying at my grandparents in Frankfort, he and Sam became good friends, and Sam introduced my brother and sister to each other. When my brother's football team was playing Danville in the state playoffs years ago, I had a picture I wanted to send to Larry Vaught of them in college, knowing what they looked like as coaching adults. Thought it would have been a great idea to see Coach Sam Harp with a 6-inch afro and a Fu Manchu, and my brother with hair hanging down like Prince Valiant. Compared to their thinning and no hair of today. But also playing this Friday will be another Danville High connection, when the Somerset Briar Jumpers play a semifinal game as well under their first-year coach and Danville alumnus, also former Danville football coach Clay Clevenger, who was unceremoniously relieved after leading the Danville Admirals to 2 straight state final games, winning one, further solidifying the tradition of Titletown. But just removed because the superintendent, Tammy McDonald, after a while, these clowns started looking alike, but said she wanted to head, I quote, in a new direction. So how's that new direction working out? Talking a clown show. That should be the theme of the Danville Board of Education. Bring in the clowns. Where are the clowns? Herbie followed with the hire of Dr. Doolittle, Greg Ross, who had the habit of confusing activity with productivity. When even after the coach who followed Clevenger was unsuccessful, Clevenger reapplied. But the Danville High principal didn't give his resume to the hiring committee. How convenient. Of course, the principal added, in full disclosure, BS, but sure stuff. But he told the committee the new hire happened to be his friend, stacking the deck by the sin of omission. I'm not even going to say it, Joe. Yeah, I am. Well, throw up. Search to find the best candidates. No, what you did was check the appropriate boxes. Hey, I don't care who's flying the plane, red or yellow, black and white, they are precious in his sight. Jesus loves the little children of the world. You could be a dude who's pretending to be a dudette. As long as you're the best pilot, that's what I want flying the plane. And guess where Ronald McDonald, the clown act, is today? Tammy McDonald. Franklin County, Boyle County's opponent, heading of all things student curriculum. Yes, the poster child of equity, diversity, and inclusion, who seemed more interested in teaching critical race theory instead of critical reading, writing, and arithmetic theory, is head of curriculum. About par for the course, since Franklin County Schools Board does not pledge allegiance to the flag at board meetings. And their American flag flying outside was so tattered, my stepmother or dad's girlfriend purchased a new one, so embarrassing was the sight. I guess saving their budget to hire Ronald McDonald. So, Joe, this seems a good time to have a liberal Looney Tune expert prediction for Friday night's game, according to team mascots. Since the Looney Left operate on emotion instead of logic, between the Boyle County High School Rebels, R-E-B-E-L-S Rebels, and the Franklin County Flyers. Now, the Flyers are birds, creatures of beauty, while the Rebels are made up of men. And not even men who pretend to be women. Oh, no, they are masculine men, and as such, not of nature, but the destroyers of it. And rebels carry guns, and although they were used to ensure our liberty against the oppressive British, who first gave us the rebel name, it was also the name given to the South for rebelling against the Union. And since guns kill innocent birds in the eyes of the Looney Left, the Flyers should win in a blowout. However, the Flyers, in the eyes of Franklin County, is an eagle, and the eagle is the national bird of America, who, although majestic in look, it sits atop the flag that liberal loons like to burn or let tatter outside boards of educations, and as such an evil projection of power, unless it's being killed by wind turbines, whereby it's okay, and people aren't fined because it's for the greater good of climate change. So this cancels Franklin County's advantage, and as a result, in the eyes of the loony liberal left, this contest should be an even match. Thank goodness, Joe, the libs don't hold turkeys in as high esteem as they do their god of climate change. Talking some real turkeys. Happy Thanksgiving.
Randy Graham, the thoughts of Randy Graham. Those are Randy Graham's thoughts. You hear him Tuesdays and Thursdays here on WHIR right around 8:20 in the morning. Here's our news.
This is the Kentucky News Network.
For the first time in more than 2 weeks, there are no active wildfires in eastern Kentucky.
There are 29 contained fires, meaning they are still burning but not spreading. It's believed that many of the fires were deliberately set, according to Alexandra Blevins at the State Division of Forestry.
Due to historical reference, we know that here in the state of Kentucky, it's the unfortunate truth that many of our wildfires are set fires or arson-caused fires. It's about 50% or greater due to arson cause.
Nearly 39,000 acres of Kentucky forests have burned since the wildfires erupted in early November. I'm Paul Miles.
Body cam video released on Monday shows a rookie Louisville police officer shooting a suspect who allegedly pointed a gun.
Put the gun down! Hey, put it down now! Drop the freaking gun! Drop it! Now! You got...
That happened last week. Jerron Bobbitt was allegedly armed with a pistol and ran. During the chase, police say he refused commands, pointed the gun at Officer O'Shea Rogers, who shot him. Bobbitt was treated for his wounds and is now in jail. Louisville and Kentucky meet this week in the Governor's Cup. Cardinals coach Jeff Brom.
Our team needs to understand it's going to take our best performance and a really good week of practice, and we can't think about anything else other than trying to prepare to win this game.
UK has won the last 4 rivalry games. Cats coach Mark Stoops.
Well, it'll be a big win for us. I mean, it's the last game of the year, and it's been a tough stretch, without a doubt. But this team, this is another game.
Kickoff this Saturday is scheduled for noon. I'm Rick Ucchino.
This is the Kentucky News Network.
Hi, this is Karen, and at ADA Heating and Air, we offer free estimates on replacements. We install American Standard heating and air conditioning equipment. Our employees do not work on commission, so you don't pay for unnecessary repairs. We offer the best pricing around. On average, we can save you 15%. We offer same or next day service. Financing is available on our website at adaheatingandair.com. Call ADA today for all your HVAC needs at 859-519-6382. ADA is on the way.
Did you know that Cartown Kia has one of the largest pre-owned inventories in the region? And did you know that we source vehicles from all over the country? Not only will we pay top dollar for your trade, we'll buy from you even if you don't buy from us. So stop in today for a quick and easy appraisal, and while you're here, check out the new Kias arriving daily. There's never been a better time to upgrade your ride. Visit Cartown Kia or shop anytime at CartownKiaUSA.com.
This is a Hometown Radio Network information update. Public service customers in Danville will have to pay a little bit more for their trash and recycling bins. It was announced by Republic that they have adjusted their rates, and an increase of 5.2% would begin for Danville customers. Trash can bins now cost $11.50 a month, up from $10.93 a month. Recycling bins cost $3.84, up from $3.65, and an extra bin will cost $4.39 a month, up from $4.17. There's also an increase for commercial customers from $25.75 to $27.10 a month. The annual Titletown Turkey Trot is back this year on Thursday. The 5K supports the Danville Boyle County Shop with a Cop program and features not just the race, but food trucks, coffee trucks, and games. You can register to run in the Titletown Turkey Trot online at runsignup.com. We have opening dates for 2 new restaurants in Danville. Danville Boyle County Chamber of Commerce Executive Director Jeff Jewell said that the new Marini Cafe next to the new Glass Museum on Main Street will have its grand opening on Tuesday, December 5th. That'll be followed by the soft opening and ribbon-cutting ceremony of the Danville Chick-fil-A location the next day, Wednesday, December 6th, with the full opening of the Danville Chick-fil-A on Thursday, December 7th. The local Salvation Army's Red Kettle Drive began Saturday. New Salvation Army Lieutenant Judah Irvin said that as of now, only about half of the shifts to ring the bell at the Red Kettle are full, meaning they're looking for help in ringing the bell. You can register online at registertoring.com or call the Salvation Army at 859-236-4473. The goal this year is to raise somewhere around $110,000. The Salvation Army serves Mercer, Boyle, Garrett, Lincoln, and Casey counties. A Hawaiian man was arrested in Casey County for sex abuse of a teenager. The Casey County News is reporting that 30-year-old Andrew Karakis was arrested on 6 counts of first-degree sexual abuse on a 15-year-old girl. Authorities say that Karakis met the child when the child traveled out of state for a summer youth trip and that he stayed with the child's family to help her with a musical project. They say, though, that Karakis began a relationship with the child and began sexually abusing her. He was found guilty on all 6 counts and was recommended the maximum 5 years per count, which would be a total of 30 years. His final sentencing will be on January the 19th. Reporting for the Hometown Radio Network, I'm Joe Mathis.
Lawson's Tractor 2, your local Kubota equipment dealer, wants to help you deliver a job done right. That's why they want you to know that the new Kubota inventory is arriving daily. You have work to do. They have the reliability and durability and versatile lineup to help you do it all. Visit Lawson's Tractor 2 today for all your equipment needs. Lawson's Tractor 2, 4 miles south of Danville on Highway 127, open Monday through Friday, 8 to 5, and Saturday, 8 to noon. Lawson's Tractor 2.
Hello, this is Alan Martin, loan officer at Whitaker Bank in downtown Danville. Home values are at an all-time high, which means it's the perfect time to look into a home equity loan. Whitaker Bank can help you turn the equity in your home into a line of credit that could allow you to finally do those repairs you put off, or to provide peace of mind knowing you have the funds available for an emergency. Call me at 859-236-9822. That's 859-236-9822, and together we'll find just the right loan for you. Whitaker Bank is uniquely Kentucky, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Imagine what it feels like to be a hero every day. You can make a difference in the Coast Guard, jobs that matter.
Join the Coast Guard or Coast Guard Reserve. Save lives, stop drugs, protect the environment. Call toll-free 1-877-NOW-USCG.
Coast Guard, jobs that matter.
Call toll-free 1-877-NOW-USCG. The Coast Guard, jobs that matter.
This Joe Show weather report brought to you by...
It's brought to you by our friends hanging out over at ADA Heating and Air. Trust ADA to be there when you need them the most. ADA is always on the way. Call them 859-519-6382. And so you get in touch with ADA Heating and Air. Cloudy skies, rain showers today, thunderstorms, a high of 60, a low tonight of 41. Mostly cloudy tomorrow, high of 47. Thanksgiving Day Thursday, sunshine, 53 is the high. It's 8:38 in the morning. It's 48 degrees here in Danville. Phone number to call in this morning is 238-9447. That's 238-WHIR. Wedding Planning with Pim is coming your way right now. Then we have Grub Gab, the world of food.
Hi, I'm Pim Stewart-Clark, and this is Wedding Planning with Pim. Since you announced your engagement, everyone's been giving you gifts. Now it's time for you to give gifts to special people, including each other. Couples devote a lot of thought to the perfect gift for their parents. Whether or not they helped plan and pay for your wedding, parents deserve a special gift from you. A weekend getaway at a bed and breakfast, a day of beauty and massage at the spa for mom, a round of golf at a pro tour golf course for dad. Your fiancé deserves a gift too. Of course, you've already exchanged the best gifts possible, agreeing to spend the rest of your lives together, but the meaning of this special day requires a special present. Traditionally, couples have exchanged traditional gifts, a string of pearls or diamond earrings for the bride, gold cufflinks for the groom. But now wedding gifts between couples are more functional and fun. Matching engraved watches, health spa or country club memberships, mountain bikes, a new car, or my favorite, maid service for a year. My friend Bella copied several pages from her journal and arranged them in an album with pictures of her fiancé throughout their courtship and presented it to him the night before their wedding. He especially liked the fact that after their third date, she wrote in her journal, "I think he's the one." My love note for today, unconditional love is the best gift ever given.
What's for dinner? Burgers?
After last week, no thanks.
Avoiding foods due to fear of diarrhea, gas, bloating, stomach pain, or loose, oily stools? It may not be just stomach issues. It could be EPI, or exocrine pancreatic insufficiency. EPI can cause uncomfortable symptoms because it's a condition where the pancreas doesn't release enough digestive enzymes to break down food. But EPI can be managed. Use the symptom checker on identifyepi.com and talk to your doctor about your symptoms. That's identifyepi.com. Sponsored by AbbVie.
My name is Georgios Tsetis. I'm the CEO and co-founder of Nutrafol. My hair started thinning in my early 20s. I took a pharmaceutical drug, but unfortunately I suffered from sexual dysfunction. Having to choose between my hair and my health was not really a fair choice. So we created Nutrafol. Nutrafol is the #1 dermatologist-recommended hair growth supplement.
Join the 1 million people growing at Nutrafol.com/men. That's Nutrafol.com/men.
Need a change of scenery? Check out Kentucky State Parks. With 45 parks to choose from, there are limitless options. Each park has its own unique features, landscape and resorts, restaurants, campgrounds, and some of the best golf courses around. Pick one that fits your lifestyle and your family. Explore Kentucky parks. Enjoy fun outdoor adventure without the long lines of many destinations. Book now at parks.ky.gov.
This is Jimmy at the Parthenon Greek American Eats, letting you know what's new for you. We have a lunch combo that includes a gyro, burger, or falafel with rice or fries, including a drink for $11.95, and our newest addition, half club sandwich with a cup of soup for $8.95. Danville, Lexington Road.
We love NASCAR. Catch the races here on WHIR AM 1230.
All right, it's Tuesday, the 21st day of November. 238-9447 is the phone number to call in this morning, 238-WHIR. We'd love to have you right here on the radio. Mr. Beast is a big-time YouTube star. This guy's just he's like Scrooge McDuck. Do you remember Scrooge McDuck? He had just like, he dove in that lake of gold coins or whatever in his basement. And he just, every day, he'd have like dollar bills falling out every time he walked. That's Mr. Beast. And he now has shampoo that he has released. He was buried alive for 7 days in this new video he did online. Buried alive for 7 days as a part of a YouTube promotion. And now he is releasing a shampoo. Check out the ad for Mr. Beast shampoo.
Hey everybody, it's Mr. Beast, and if you're like me, you cry like a baby after you've been buried alive for a week. Well, now you don't have to. With Mr. Beast's No More Tears After Being Buried Alive for a Week shampoo.
My baby just loves Mr. Beast's No More Tears After Being Buried Alive for a Week shampoo. The last few times he's been buried alive, he's felt perfectly fine thanks to this shampoo. Right, sweetie? And his hair is so fluffy and supple.
You bet it is. And Mr. Beast's No More Tears After Being Buried Alive for a Week shampoo is great for adults, too.
And Grandma's hair has a great shine after being buried for Oh, wait, I buried her alive 2 weeks ago and forgot to dig her up. Oh, sorry, Grandma.
Mr. Beast, no more tears after being buried alive for a week shampoo. In stores now.
All right, let's see what's going on in Grub Gab, the world of food, where, ladies and gentlemen, you can just eat it. Here we go. Starting off with pizza, where there's a new pizza coming from Little Caesars. That's a twist on their classic stuffed crust pizza. The new stuffed crazy crust pizza is Little Caesars' classic stuffed crust pizza, which is filled with cheese and tops on the crust with crazy crust topping. The special topping features garlic-infused richness, along with a sprinkle of Parmesan. The new stuffed crazy crust pizza is available now at participating Little Caesars locations nationwide. Jimmy John's starting off the holiday season with the launch of the new peppermint chocolate cookie beginning November 27th. That is on Monday. Jimmy John's Peppermint Chocolate Cookie features a velvety chocolate and peppermint swirl cookie loaded up with a crunchy candy cane pieces. According to JJ's, their new festive holiday creation cookies are the perfect addition to any sandwich order. However, the brand also said that each cookie also packs enough holiday flavor to be enjoyed on its own. Peppermint chocolate cookies can be found at participating Jimmy John's locations across the country for a limited time from November 27th through December 22nd while supplies last. Sam's Club offers a taste of the holidays with the release of the new Mint Chocolate Brownie Sundae. The new Mint Chocolate Brownie Sundae is made with Sam's Club's signature vanilla frozen yogurt, with mint icing swirled throughout and topped with chocolate cookie crumbles and a gourmet Members Mark brownie. Of course, you have to have a membership to try it out because it's at Sam's Club. The holiday-inspired treat carries a suggested price of $1.58 and can be found at participating Sam's Club locations for a limited time through December the 24th. It's Christmas Eve. Grub Gab, the world of food, Crazy Crust Pizza, stuffed Crazy Crust Pizza. Introduced by Little Caesars, Jimmy John's with a new peppermint chocolate cookie. Sam's Club releases the new Mint Chocolate Brownie Sundae. Grub Gab, the world of food where you can just eat it. It's 8:45 in the morning. Got a phone call in here. Good morning. You're on the Joe Show.
Good morning, Joe. How in the world are you doing today?
I'm doing good. How are you doing?
Favorite DJ.
Yeah, what's going on with you?
We have a birthday in the family.
Awesome. Who we got?
Julie Mullins.
Okay, Julie Mullins?
Yes, sir.
Well, happy birthday to Julie.
And a lot of people know her because she babysits for Leaky County. I just say Leaky County because a lot of people are from Leaky County, but they're from other counties too, but mainly Leakin. A lot of people know her.
So how are you kin to her? How are you kin to her?
I'm her biological sister.
Okay. So happy birthday, Julie Mullins, from your sister.
And I got to make a correction because I messed up. I said that Noah Reed Bassett is 10 years old. I messed up. He's only 9.
Okay.
So Lord forgive me.
Well, that's that. Well, look, he'll be double digits next year, so he'll hit the.
Well, yes, but you never rush age on even a child.
Yes, I understand.
You
Let
know
him live.
what?
Let him live that childhood life.
Don't rush age on anybody. That's
there you go.
sin in my eyes.
well, it was an accident. So, we got her down.
I know, but you gotta. When you're wrong, you gotta correct it. I do anyway.
Yeah.
Because I'm imperfect. I mess up as soon as I wake up.
Yeah. So Julie Mullins having a birthday today. Happy birthday to Julie from her sister Amy, calling in this morning. Amy, appreciate you calling in. You have a great morning. Okay.
You too. Thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
Stay safe. Bye
You too.
bye.
Bye. Julie Mullins, happy birthday to you. We got you down. James the Gardener is scheduled to come on the show here in the next 5 minutes or so. We'll take a quick break, come back. I'll cue up what's gone on this date in rock and roll, pop, and R&B music history, and we may have time to do that if and when James comes in here. And if not, we'll get a gardening tip from James and chit-chat with him a little bit as well. So we got a busy last 13 minutes of this 8 o'clock hour. Don't go anywhere.
Hi, this is Jenny at the Danville Nutrition Center. At the Nutrition Center, we strive to help our customers achieve optimal health. From our high-quality collagen proteins to our immune system support vitamins, we are here to help you and your family stay healthy all throughout the year. We provide locally raised, free-range meats, eggs, and fresh milk and organic produce boxes delivered delivered weekly. Your locally owned Danville Nutrition Center is here to serve you. Visit us at 802 South 4th Street in Danville. Danville Nutrition Center, big enough to serve, small enough to care.
This Saturday, everyone knows what happens when you let a bird out of its cage. Dinner is served. Louisville Cardinals and your Kentucky Wildcats. Touchdown!
The pregame show starts this Saturday morning at 10 with kickoff at noon.
Sold on your home for the Cats and the hits. WRNZ FM D105. Go Cats!
Hello, Central Kentucky. I'm Steve Bertram with sports. Last night, 16th-ranked Kentucky improved 4-1 with a hard-fought 96-88 win in overtime over St. Joe's in Rupp Arena. UK actually fell behind 76-75 in regulation before it was tied at 77-all headed to the extra period. Trey Mitchell knocked down back-to-back threes in OT to give the Cats a little breathing room. Mitchell and DJ Wagner led UK with 22 apiece, while Antonio Reeves added 20. Kentucky's back in action Friday night when they entertain Marshall in Rupp Arena at 7 o'clock. In women's college hoops last night, Center College improved to 5-0 with an 89-86 win at Hanover. In men's action, it was Indiana 74, Louisville 66, North Carolina Wilmington 83, Murray 81, and Moorhead 64, Bellarmine 51. Boyle County's on the road Friday night as they visit Franklin County at 7:30 on Z105 in the Class 4A semifinals. Both the Rebels and Flyers are 13-0. The other 4A semifinal features two more undefeated teams with Paducah Tillman at Covington Catholic. Two other unbeatens are Owensboro Catholic in 2A and Hart County in 3A. Owensboro Catholic will host Somerset, led by former Danville coach Clay Clevenger, while Hart County entertains Bell County. Philadelphia held Kansas City scoreless in the second half last night in their 21-17 win on the road. Chiefs turned the ball over twice in the red zone. The Eagles are now 9-1, the Chiefs 7-3. In college football this Saturday, 9th-ranked Louisville entertains 6-5 Kentucky at Cardinal Stadium. The Cards are 7-point favorites over the Cats. Kickoff is set for noon Saturday for UK at U of L on Z105. That's sports. God bless America. I'm Steve Bertram on the Hometown Radio Network.
AmericanMusicConcepts.com. If you own a business, here's something you need to know. 85% of the Fortune 500 companies already do this. They use customized music in their advertising because advertising educates people about a business, and music dramatically enhances learning. Think about it. How did you learn the alphabet? You sang it, right? We are American Music Concepts, and we create national quality musical jingles for local businesses all across America. We're coming to your town through a special arrangement with this radio station.
Take your marketing to the next level. Call now for your business at 859-236-2711. 859-236-2711.
American Music Concepts. We'll create a program that will have people singing your song. AmericanMusicConcepts.com.
If you're feeling hopeless, alone, and broken, maybe empty inside, Chloe's Petals for Hope.
Chloe's Petals for Hope sponsors a survivor of suicide support group for adults the first Thursday of every month at the Boyle County Library Community Room from 6 to 7 p.m. Follow us on Facebook and look at our website, Chloe's Petals for Hope, for more information.
'Cause it's just around the corner, we'll find hope together. Chloe's Petals for Hope.
For help, call the crisis hotline 988.
Hi, this is Ruth at Mattresses and More, next door to Ace Hardware on Houstonville Road in Danville. If you are looking for new furniture or bedding, come check us out. We offer 12 months same as cash with approved credit. And now is a good time to lay away for Christmas. New merchandise arriving weekly, and we sell off the floor.
Mattresses and More, open Monday through Friday from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m., Saturday 9 to 5. Again, beside Ace Hardware, Houstonville Road, Danville. Girls,
come see our Nana for the best deal in town. You'll be glad you did. This Joe Show weather report brought to you by...
Well, thank Jack. Thank Jack. That's what I get for having a mouthful of donut this morning. All right, we get cloudy skies. It is sprinkling right now. James the gardener says this counts as an off day when you get the rain in here.
That's right.
High today, 60, low of 41. We all need an off day every now and then.
Yes, we do.
Yeah, tomorrow, cloudy, 47. Turkey Day is Thursday, 53 and sunshine. Speaking of 53, it's 8:53 in the morning, and James the gardener is in studio this morning.
And now, for the next few minutes, the man with the jolly green thumb and the big straw hat is going to tell us where it's at. Gardening with James, that's the name. Growing good food, that's our aim. Working in our garden every day. Well, we might not be all that pretty, but we don't mind getting all dirty and gritty. Growing our food the natural way. Yes, we're gardening with James, the natural way. Let's dig it, James.
All right, then, James, let's dig it.
All right, what's going on with Joe?
Well, eating a donut right now, and I thought it was a jelly fill. Ended up being it was cream filled, but I think it's banana cream, which is good.
Yeah,
banana cream filled donut kind of has a banana flavor to it, so I'm getting.
Oh, that works.
I'm getting my daily supplement of fruit in right now.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
Well, good. Yep, good. No, but things are going well. The construction, up there at Constitution Square with the, putting new roofs on, that is moving forward pretty quickly, and everybody's, been, kind of walking through, trying to see what's going on. People that's coming from out of town, what's happening, while the marker's up, and so I explained to them what's going on. They said, "Oh, well, that's nice. It'd be kind of nice to." See some new roofs on them, because, they probably needed them, 5 or 10 years ago. But it's, any time is a good time at this point. But no, things are going well. The battle with the leaves is just about done, because, almost, every time I show up, the leaves are waving at me, saying, "Hey, you got work to do." So, I usually get to work about 7, which is now it's daylight. So, those things are working out really well. Most of my projects have been completed. I have a couple more that I'm working on, but that'll kind of take me through the winter. And, I enjoy this time of the year, and I'm looking forward to Wednesday, because after Wednesday, I finally get to take a vacation, which I haven't taken one this year. So I'm looking forward to, really looking forward to that, where I can get some, some true rest and some good sleep and plenty of food and all those kind of good things. So, yeah, it's going pretty well. And I'm sitting here and I'm eating a donut with Joe. Things are good.
What better place could you be than eating a donut with Joe?
That's right. I won't complain.
That should be a morning. That should be a segment on the show.
That's right.
We just sit around and just eat donuts.
That's right.
While we're on the air.
That's right.
I mean, we do it anyway. We don't say we're eating donuts, right? Like, I can't tell you the number of times I've eaten food while I've been on the air.
Right.
I'm just not announcing it that I'm eating a sausage biscuit or I'm eating a donut. James just made it public. We're just sitting here eating some donuts.
That's right. Enjoying it.
Mm-hmm. All right, James, what goes better with donuts than coffee? You don't have a coffee. But what goes better with that than some music? So let's see what's gone on this day, James, in rock and roll, pop, and R&B music history. That sound good with you?
Let's do it.
All right, it was on this date. Rock and roll, pop, and R&B music history back in the year 1960. This song went to number 1 on the U.S. singles charts. Okay, James is singing in here as he has a mouthful of donut. Name of the song is Stay, Maurice Williams and the Zodiacs. It's the shortest ever U.S. number 1 single, James. Did you know that?
Nope.
1 minute, 37 seconds long. 97 seconds long. It was a top 15 hit in the UK. The next year in 1961, Marlis Williams and the Zodiacs, and Stay was at number 1. It was on this date in rock and roll, pop, and R&B music history in the year 1970, 2 months after his death. This song went number 1. Number 1 of the UK singles charts on this day, 1970, a song called Voodoo Child, the closing track on Electric Ladyland by Jimi Hendrix, the third and final album by the Jimi Hendrix Experience. The guitarist's only UK number 1 single, his solo on this track right here that you're hearing, was named the 11th greatest solo of all time in Guitar World's 100 Greatest Guitar Solos. It was on this day, 1970, the Partridge Family started a 3-week run at number 1 in the U.S. singles charts with this song.
Right in the middle of a good dream.
I Think I Love You, the name of the song. The song was featured in the first episode of the Partridge Family TV series made by the same company that made the Monkees, the Partridge Family.
To my head and spring up in my bed, screaming out the words I dread. I think I love you.
And it was on this day, 1981, this artist started a 10-week run at number 1, James, on the U.S. charts with this song. Olivia Newton-John, a 10-weeker at number 1. 2.5 months straight where her song Physical was at number 1. The 4th number 1 in her career was this song. Went on to sell over 2 million copies. Became a number 7 hit in the UK. Olivia Newton-John on this date, 1981. And that's what's going on this day. Rock and roll, pop, and R&B. It's 9 o'clock in the morning.
This is the talk of the town. AM 1230 and now on FM 103.9. WHIR Danville. Powered by Kentucky WiMAX.
It's 9 o'clock.
NBC News Radio, I'm Michael Kastner. The Thanksgiving holiday rush is underway at airports across the nation. By road, rail, or runway, millions of Americans are traveling for the Thanksgiving holiday. More from Nika Magajes.
The TSA expects this week to be one of the busiest travel periods of the year. But this traveler flying out of the Oakland International Airport refuses to lose her cool if things go awry.
I imagine there'll be a few, but I'll just roll with it.
The peak travel window, Tuesday and Wednesday. AAA says nearly 5 million people are expected to pass through airports. That's a more than 6% jump from last year, and the most since 2005. The roads will be packed as well, with nearly 50 million Americans driving 50 miles or more, and Amtrak expects close to 1 million to ride the rails this week.
The White House says it's making progress to secure the release of hostages held by Hamas in Gaza. National Security Council spokesman John Kirby, however, told reporters more work needs to be done to broker a deal between Israel and Hamas.
We believe we're closer than we've ever been, so we're hopeful. But there's still work to be done, and nothing is done until it's all done, so we're going to keep working on this.
This comes amid news reports negotiators are nearing a deal to release some of the hostages taken during the October 7th attack on Israel. President Biden at the White House yesterday.
Mr. President, is it hostage deal near? I believe so, but I'm not prepared to. You believe so? Yes.
More than 200 people were taken hostage by the militant group last month. House Speaker Mike Johnson is meeting with former President Trump. More from Mark Mayfield.
After recently making his endorsement of Trump for 2024 clear, the two met on Monday night. Johnson broke with his predecessor Kevin McCarthy by endorsing Trump, as McCarthy declined to back a candidate in the GOP primary while he served as Speaker this year. Johnson told CNBC he was all in for President Trump.
Michael Kastner, NBC News Radio.
This Thanksgiving at Total Wine & More, find Pinot Noirs and Cabernets that you adore. Our helpful guides are so friendly and nice. So many bottles to try at the lowest price. So gather with friends as you sit down to eat. Grateful for all who made Thanksgiving complete.
With the lowest prices for over 30 years, you'll always find what you love and love what you find. Only at Total Wine & More.
Drink responsibly, B21.
Are you tired of high cable TV rates? Sign up for Dish today and get a $500 bonus offer while supplies last. Plus, lock in your price for 2 years guaranteed. Call All American Dish, your Dish authorized retailer now.
800-296-1251. 800-296-1251. That's 800-296-1251.
Offers require credit qualification, 24-month commitment, early termination fee, and e-auto pay. Restrictions apply. Call for details.
More than 200 mobsters are going to prison after Italy's largest mafia trial in 30 years. Brian Shook reports.
They received a total of more than 2,200 years. The trial began in January 2021 with more than 400 lawyers representing the crime gang members and 900 witnesses testifying. It took the court less than 2 hours to come to a ruling, according to Italian news outlet ANSA. I'm Brian Shook.
The Texas State Board of Education has rejected the vast majority of science textbooks being considered for 8th graders because they include information on climate change that did not sit well with board member Marisa Perez-Diaz.
If we continue to behave this way as a board, my fear is that we will render ourselves irrelevant.
The standardized test that Texas students take includes a section about climate change, but some feel that doesn't go far enough. Critics want to focus on the impact of fossil fuels. Some of the books that were rejected included policy solutions for climate change. Fans of the Rolling Stones will get some satisfaction next year. The Rock and Roll Hall of Famers announce they'll hit 16 cities across North America starting in April. The Hackney Diamonds Tour will kick off on April 28th in Houston and visit cities like New Orleans, Phoenix, Las Vegas, Denver, Chicago, Boston, and New York City. Mick Jagger, Keith Richards, and Ronnie Wood will wrap things up on July 17th in Santa Clara, California. Tickets for the tour will go on pre-sale on November 29th, followed by a general sale on December 1st.
1, 2.
And Snoop Dogg isn't quitting marijuana after all. The rapper, known for his love of cannabis, posted a video on Monday announcing his partnership with Solo Stove, a smokeless fire pit brand. This comes after Snoop posted late last week that he was giving up smoke. Michael Kastner, NBC News.
Waking up on the right side. This is the Sean Hannity Morning Minute.
You're bragging about an economy that has 2/3 of Americans at best living paycheck to paycheck. Many of those very same people, you know, they're tapping into pensions at paying very high penalties to get that money just to make ends meet, just to get bare necessities. And the same for people that are using credit cards with very high interest rates. I'm reading in some cases as high as 30% interest rates that, you know, just need them for bare necessities. I mean, it's a disaster. You know, the real estate industry is collapsing, except in wealthy states that people want to go to, like Florida, Texas, the Carolinas, Tennessee. Those states are doing pretty well.
From coast to coast, from sea to shining sea, it's the Sean Hannity Show.
All right, Black Friday savings start right now at Blinds.com with up to 50% off everything. That includes big doorbusters. Blinds.com has everything you will need to upgrade your entire home. Plus, with professional design consultants, installation services, and a 100% satisfaction guarantee, Blinds.com makes it easy. Shop now, Blinds.com, their Black Friday sale, and save up to 50% off everything and big doorbusters. That's up to 50% off at Blinds.com. Rules and restrictions may apply.
December 6th, the final GOP debate of the year is on News Nation, America's fastest-growing cable news network. SiriusXM's Megyn Kelly, News Nation's Elizabeth Vargas, and the Washington Free Beacon's Eliana Johnson moderate a live primetime event from the University of Alabama as the candidates make their case to America on the only network for all America. The News Nation Republican primary debate, live December 6th, 8 Eastern. To find News Nation on your TV, go to joinnn.com.
Sutton Pharmacy. Friendly service from people you know.
Generations of serving our community. Immunizations, prescriptions, and so much more.
Helpful people.
Free local delivery. Mobile app refills right to your door.
Visit SuttonRx.com. Sutton Pharmacy. Friendly service from people you know.
In Lancaster on Maple Avenue.
Did you know that Cartown Kia has one of the largest pre-owned inventories in the region? And did you know that we source vehicles from all over the country? Not only will we pay top dollar for your trade, we'll buy from you, even if you don't buy from us. So stop in today for a quick and easy appraisal. And while you're here, check out the new Kias arriving daily. There's never been a better time to upgrade your ride. Visit Cartown Kia or shop anytime at CartownKiaUSA.com.
Good morning to you folks. Tuesday, November 21st, 48 degrees, cloudy and rainy and foggy, and that looks like a fall day. And going to be a little bit warmer as we head toward the weekend, and Thanksgiving looks great in a couple of days. Forecast is coming your way. News comes up here first.
This is a Hometown Radio Network information update.
Republic Service customers in Danville will have to pay a little bit more for their trash and recycling bins. It was announced by Republic that they have adjusted their rates, and an increase of 5.2% would begin for Danville customers. Trash can bins now cost $11.50 a month, up from $10.93 a month. Recycling bins cost $3.84, up from $3.65, and an extra bin will cost $4.39 a month, up from $4.17. There's also an increase for commercial customers from $25.75 to $27.10 a month. The annual Titletown Turkey Trot is back this year on Thursday. The 5K supports the Danville-Boyle County Shop with a Cop program and features not just the race, but food trucks, coffee trucks, and games. You can register to run in the Titletown Turkey Trot online at runsignup.com. We have opening dates for 2 new restaurants in Danville. Danville-Boyle County Chamber of Commerce Executive Director Jeff Jewell said that the new Marini Cafe next to the new Glass Museum on Main Street will have its grand opening on Tuesday, December 5th. That'll be followed by the soft opening and ribbon-cutting ceremony of the Danville Chick-fil-A location the next day, Wednesday, December 6th, with the full opening of the Danville Chick-fil-A on Thursday, December 7th. The local Salvation Army's Red Kettle Drive began Saturday. New Salvation Army Lieutenant Judah Irvin said that as of now, only about half of the shifts to ring the bell, the Red Kettle, are full, meaning they're looking for help in ringing the bell. You can register online at registertoring.com or call the Salvation Army at 859-236-4473. The goal this year is to raise somewhere around $110,000. The Salvation Army serves Mercer, Boyle, Garrett, Lincoln, and Casey counties. A Hawaiian man was arrested in Casey County for sex abuse of a teenager. The Casey County News is reporting that 30-year-old Andrew Karakis was arrested on 6 counts of first-degree sexual abuse on a 15-year-old girl. Authorities say that Karakis met the child when the child traveled out of state for a summer youth trip and that he stayed with the child's family to help her with a musical project. They say, though, that Karakis began a relationship with the child and began sexually abusing her. He was found guilty on all 6 counts, and it was recommended the maximum 5 years per count, which would be a total of 30 years. His final sentencing will be on January the 19th. Reporting for the Hometown Radio Network, I'm Joe Mathis.
This Joe Show weather report brought to you by...
Thanks, Jack. It's brought to you as a service of Dexter and Reitmeyer Insurance, your local independent insurance agency. Proudly representing the Auto Owners Insurance Company. Call Mark or Chris. They'd love to give you a free quote. 236-6686. You get rain showers today. It's coming down right now. High of 60, low tonight of 41. It's such a fall day today that Dusty's got his overalls on. Tomorrow, mostly cloudy, 47. Thursday is Thanksgiving, sunshine, 53. Right now, it's 48 degrees. Dusty in studio. Good morning, Dusty. How are you?
Morning, Joe. I'm doing all right. Leah, I got you.
Yeah, fix that camera. You must be prepared, either, Dusty, A, for cooler, rainy weather, or B, you're going to be climbing around in an attic today.
Well, I climbed around an attic yesterday. Today is pretty much an office day. And
okay.
So I just decided to don the overalls because they're easy and they're comfortable.
You don't have to wear pants.
Well, yeah,
the overalls are pants.
Yeah, exactly. I don't have to worry about showing my butt crack to anybody.
Yeah.
So whenever I bend over.
That's good. We don't want to see that.
Not a lot of people do, not even my own wife.
So, Dusty, today you've got some office work to do.
Yes.
Sending out bills to the people. No?
Proposals.
You're proposing?
Yeah.
So so they're like a church would say, hey, we need a new sound system. Can you give us a quote?
Exactly.
And you would this is what you're sending them today.
Yep. Except for I'm mainly working on projectors today. I got like 3 or 4 churches that contacted us, and so what we see out in the field is like your normal bulb projector that you have. In a church setting, they last about 5 to 7 years.
Okay.
And that's with a bulb replacement. And so after that, everything, you can still replace the bulbs in them, but everything else in that whole projector is, older now. And so it tears down too with the heat and everything that from the bulb produces. And so usually it's like, hey, we replaced this bulb. It's still not as bright as whenever we got it. We need a new projector. And so you have to know the screen size, like how big your screen is, and then the throw distance.
Yeah, okay.
So how far away that projector is, and then you just find another projector, which nowadays laser projectors are out there, and so you don't have a bulb, right? And so then you're just like, oh, that's even better. I don't have a bulb to replace.
Yes.
And they're usually brighter, and your contrast ratio goes up exponentially on it.
All this makes a ton of sense to me.
You know what a contrast ratio is?
The colors.
So it's how many colors fit between black and white.
And that's a sentence that you just said, and I understand the words that you used, but in that context, I have no idea what you're saying.
So
the colors that fit, but that doesn't mean anything to me.
So white is the opposite, the white and black are opposite colors, right?
One's as dark as it can get. One's as light as it
can get. And so your contrast ratio is how many you could fit in between those.
Well, what is that number?
Well, now it's 10,000.
Yeah, I was going to say it's got to be a ton.
Yeah. And so, but your newer TVs can fit infinite. Like your OLEDs are the only ones that have what's called a true black. Because in TVs, right?
Yeah.
They're backlit.
Okay.
And so, it's always going to be brighter than any projector unless you get, high-end projectors, right? Like movie theater style. And so anything on your screen is backlit, so it's going to be brighter. But it's even on black, the pixel is still lit up.
Oh.
Except for OLED TVs. The pixel is actually not lit.
On black.
So it's a true black. It's true dark. Like, you ever been in a completely dark room and your TV is on?
No.
And there's just a black picture?
But you can still see it.
There's still a glow to it, right? And OLED, there's not.
Oh, wow.
And so it's the crisper that image is.
So there you go, Dusty.
Dropping knowledge.
Yeah, this morning, talking about contrast ratios. I got a phone call in here. This says spam risk.
Ooh, okay. What do we got?
Good morning. You're on the Joe Show. You're on the radio.
Hi, this is Sarah with Healthcare Benefits. How are you today?
Horrible.
I'm doing all right.
Got the rickets.
Yeah.
It's painful.
The rickets.
Scurvy. I need to eat more oranges. How are you doing? Okay, well.
Nope. Yep.
We didn't get connected. They hung up on us. So.
Boo. Sorry,
we should have waited till the actual person got on the air before we started saying the ridiculous stuff.
Yeah,
because the robot probably filters through the dumb stuff.
Right. Because it has voice recognition now.
So someone on the other line's listening and saying these guys are idiots.
So why are there 2 people on this phone and one of them has rickets?
And scurvy?
we called
what pirates got? Do they still get scurvy?
It's like we called back. Did we call back in time? Is that what happened?
All right, Dusty, what do we got going on?
Let's see. Well, it's Thanksgiving Day. It's Thanksgiving week, and there's not a lot going on music-wise, because usually most musicians even are home for Thanksgiving, so they're not really turning out for their for shows. They're at home, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and so most of workers and stuff, you're not going to be out there. But we do have the local Honeys. They're going to be Tunes for Toys. It's a fundraising event at the Borough, and that's this Wednesday if you want to go check it out. and they're going to be. I think you can either like give a toy to get in, or you can donate money to get in. But it's going to be like a quote free show.
Just got to donate something.
Yeah. Just donate something. Come enjoy the music.
Go buy
but
a
also,
Batman toy.
Exactly.
And donate.
Or like a Nerf gun or something of that.
Be cool.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
But the local honeys are doing that along with a couple other people. That's this Wednesday at the Burl. So if you want to go check that out. B. Taylor on November 25th, which is this Saturday, are going to be at If Birds. Well, that's supporting If Birds Could Fly. Where are they going to be at? Manchester Music Hall. That's where she's going to be at. Buffalo Wabs and the Price Hill Hustle are going to be at the Burl Saturday, if you want to go check them out. And then also I want to put on your radar for next Thursday,
the 30th.
Is the 30th. Brent Cobb is coming to the Burl. So that's going to be a good show. And then you got Dylan Carmichael. He's going to be at PBR Louisville, which is that the rodeo? Is he going to be playing a rodeo? Isn't PBR the rodeo?
Yeah, that's the Professional Bull Riders. Also Pabst Blue Ribbon.
I know that,
and it's also Prep Baseball Report.
Did they all team up?
I would assume. Where is this at again?
Louisville.
No, it's got to be Professional Bull Riding.
Yeah.
Is it at the Yum Center?
I'm trying to find out. PBR Louisville. Yes, it is at the Yum Center.
It's rodeo.
Yeah, I could tell because of the location dot on the map. Like, it's not PBR.
That's how well you know Louisville. The location ping. Oh, that's got to be the Yum Center. Look what it's
near.
It's
like near the river, right? Like it's. And then you got the one we're previewing today, which is Houndmouth. They are going to be playing a back-to-back show at Headliners Music Hall this weekend. You can catch them Friday and Saturday there at Headliners in Louisville. They are I guess they're a Louisville band technically. They went away from their like more traditional sound, their earlier albums. Then they had a few albums that were just kind of out there, and then this latest album is kind of back to where they are, back to the roots.
Okay.
And so I've enjoyed it a lot more. But we're going to be playing a song from that called Miracle Mile, I believe.
Yes.
Right. I was debating. There's also one named Mackenzie that's really good, but I didn't want to bring up any memories for you there, Joe.
Why would that?
I don't know. I just made that up.
All right, here it is. Miracle Mile by Houndmouth.
Hangs on and stays too long, and then supplies us all with vices. The sweet Pasadena, I sure would like to see you. After a drink or two, her engine's humming sweeter. I drove a miracle mile. I drove a miracle mile. It's cold in San Fernando, but only for a little while. Hey, Miles, don't you be sad. I never knew nothing, but I got more than I owe. Mr. Arkansas, he's gonna kill us all. A gold chain, an open flame, and a can of aerosol. I'm going down the river, sweet Mary Queen. All eyes are fixed upon her Dixieland machine. I drove a miracle mile. I drove a miracle mile.
There it is. Houndmouth.
Houndmouth.
Miracle Mile, the mouth of Hound.
Yes, they're going to be playing a back-to-back show there in Louisville, Kentucky. So if you're up there shopping and you want to pull an all-nighter, you can go Friday and Saturday there at Headliners Music Hall. That should be a fun show as well because they always get a great crowd in Louisville because that's where they're from.
Okay. Well, they're literally a Kentucky band then.
Yeah, I think some of them may be across the river there in, what is that, Jefferson?
Indiana?
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
but it's all right. They play. There's nowhere to play in Jefferson.
Yeah, you got to come to Louisville.
Yeah, so
got to come to Kentucky.
The band, if you think of band as the its own entity, is from Louisville. How about that?
I got you.
Will that work?
Dusty with the Kentucky Music Preview, so you
Yeah.
can go see Houndmouth. Dusty.
All right.
Thanksgiving Thursday.
Yes.
So here's the question that I've been asking everybody before Thanksgiving.
Okay.
So Thanksgiving turkey. We're giving you turkey. You don't have to pick turkey for this choice.
I usually don't even pick turkey.
All right, well, you got 2 sides to pick from, Dusty. You can only pick 2. I can't give you an infinite amount because then you go on and on.
Yeah.
We got to make this decision difficult for you. 2 sides.
Okay.
For Thanksgiving.
Do I get to pick who makes them?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Absolutely. I mean, you're going to your Thanksgiving, your family, or Monica's family, so everybody in Monica's family makes the same sides because no one communicates. We learned about that last week. Monica, Dusty told us all about your family. Get mad at him, not me.
They also have the great side of buttered noodles.
Buttered noodles?
It's just buttered noodles.
Just noodles.
It's just noodles
with
and
some butter on them.
That's it.
All right, so I'm assuming you're not picking buttered
I'm
noodles.
not picking buttered noodles. They also,
That's one of your 2 sides.
Oh, what do they call it? Oh, they also make this gross dessert.
What?
Yeah, it's like
gross.
Gross.
I thought you said gross or something.
No. Gross dessert. I forgot what they call them now. They make them for Christmas too, but I'll bring that Friday.
All right.
Well, I won't bring them because they just taste like goobers. It's like it just tastes like somebody just hawked a bunch of those in a pan.
That's their dessert?
It's weird. I forgot
what is it supposed to be?
It's like biscuit dough, and then they fold a bunch of butter into it, and then they put a bunch of sugar on it, and so it gets all like gooey. Like
do people enjoy it?
Well, what's funny is like their family enjoys it. Anybody who's married in does not enjoy it.
They grew up eating it.
Correct.
You didn't. You come in and eat goober pie.
Right.
Goober drops.
Goober drops, yeah.
And you don't like the goober drops.
Nobody who's married in likes the goober drops. So
understand.
I guess it's my sister-in-law, right? If it's my brother-in-law's wife,
yes.
Is it my sister-in-law twice removed?
Yeah, no, it'd just be your sister-in-law.
Okay, just my sister-in-law. And then, the cousin that got married, her husband doesn't like it. Nobody who's married into the family doesn't.
And you all just sit around and just with this disgusted look on your face.
It's awful. We eat the pie and
What's
stuff.
Monica's maiden name?
Foster.
As the Foster family.
Yeah. Well, on that side, it's the Edwards.
As the Edwards family.
Yeah.
Eats goober drops. Shout out to the Edwards family.
Yeah.
All right, what are you going with, Dusty? What are your 2 sides?
My 2 sides, I got to go with my mom's broccoli casserole.
Like broccoli cheese casserole, or is it like cold broccoli casserole?
No. It's like broccoli cheese casserole. It's really good.
Awesome. I love broccoli cheese casserole.
I know. I don't usually eat broccoli, but I would go with one of those.
You know who's got really good broccoli cheese casserole?
No.
A little underrated broccoli cheese casserole. If you've never had it before, Cheddar's. You ever had Cheddar's broccoli cheese casserole?
Yeah.
It's good.
Yeah.
There's a little food tip from you. Okay. For you, broccoli cheese casserole. What's you going?
I'm probably going to go the stuffing that Monica's aunt makes.
Okay.
But it's one of the aunt that married in, so it's not.
It's not one of those that would eat the goobers.
Right. She doesn't eat the goobers.
You can tell if they're not eating the goobers, they're married in. What is her name?
Sharon.
Aunt Sharon.
Yeah.
Is Monica's from here?
She's from Perryville, yeah.
All right, so is her family from here? So
yeah.
Are they listening to the show? Are they going to be mad at you?
Well, somebody who knows them, I think, is listening because whenever I went to their church, they're like, "Hey, you're on the radio," and I was like, "Yeah."
Yeah. Okay. Well.
And then they're like, "Hey, they go to our church," and I'm like, "Well, you know more about them."
So Dusty, it's not me. I've never had the goober drops. I'll try one out.
No, they're.
Can you bring me one?
I don't know, because I guess.
Can you eat them like a day old?
A reheated one?
Reheated goober drop?
It would probably still be just as goobery.
So why not?
So when
is that Thanksgiving? Thursday?
Saturday.
Oh, never mind. I was going to say it was Thursday. Come back in Friday and bring it.
I think they might only do it for Christmas.
All right.
Yeah.
Now this is
But no,
ridiculous.
I'll remember and I'll ask them how to do it. And well, maybe I shouldn't prepare it because I don't know. I think it's a very because it comes from, I think, their grandmother or maybe their parents, so it's be like their great-grandmother.
Okay.
So I think it's a very Depression-era recipe.
I'm trying to think, what would we eat that people would think is gross?
My mom also makes this cranberry salad, right?
Okay.
But it's like cranberry Jell-O with celery and peanut or pecans. And
in the Jell-O?
In the Jell-O.
You like it?
Oh, it's very good. Yeah.
Does everyone else, the people that married in, I don't
my wife eats it. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Rebecca always thought it was weird that we ate Jell-O at every Sunday meal when she first came to like visit.
Like every Sunday meal?
I mean, that was like as like a side dish. There was always like almost always some sort of Jello.
Just like a thing of Jello.
Mhm.
Like you're like some fancy Chinese buffet.
Yes.
And you have
Oh yeah. We're always eating
you
Jello in our
have
house.
Jello.
So
Okay,
Rebecca like does
that-
not eat Jello. She's like, this is why are you all eating this? And we're just like sitting there, just like eating
That's
lime
fair,
Jello with Cool Whip on top of it.
Yeah, there. That's fair. That's a
So
very,
that would be
I
our
mean,
goober
like,
drops.
It's I mean, Jello's good. Don't get me wrong, but it's also like every Sunday.
Yeah,
You fix Jello.
it's almost one of those things. It's like having a bowl of fruit, but you would eat the Jello almost either before the meal or after. You wouldn't eat the Jello while you're eating your meal.
No, yeah, it's almost like like
So,
an appetizer.
Yeah, it's kind of like an appetizer dessert, congealed type thing.
I mean,
that jiggles in the bowl, and it's always like my grandma would make lime jelly with like sharp cheddar cheese in it.
Oh, what?
I don't know where that came from.
That's weird.
So, but Jellos would be maybe our goobers.
I mean, Jello's still good, but I just find it fascinating. It's every Sunday.
Almost
meal.
every Sunday, yeah. It's just like, what are we having? Well, Jello wasn't even said because it was almost a guarantee
it's just a
given.
guarantee, yeah.
Like, what are we having today? We're having chicken and this, and then there's still a bowl of Jello.
Right.
That's at each place, in a little serving bowl or whatever, a little personal bowl.
Oh, it's a personal bowl. It's not even like a vat of Jello.
No, I mean, the vat of Jello is there, but you're scooping it out of the vat and putting it in your own bowl, and it's got like Cool Whip on top of it.
Okay. I was just imagining like there's own individual, and then like everybody's staring at Rebecca like, "Oh, you didn't eat your Jello."
Yeah, why aren't you eating your Jello?
This is a tradition.
Yeah, how dare you think you can be a part of this family?
No, I don't think on my side of the family, I don't think we have anything that's like that strange that we eat. That like people are just like, wait, what?
Mhm.
You ever had orange fluff?
Is that Jello?
Well, it's like a gel. It's made with orange Jello mixture, but you don't like solidify it.
Okay.
It's like it's with whipped cream too, and it's just like all whipped together.
Huh.
And like there's like some
Sounds
marshmallows in it and stuff like that. Like Monica makes it.
Okay.
It's really good. And then like mashed potatoes as a side dish is good, but it's always you have such a variant.
Yes,
of mashed
you
potatoes,
can
right?
have it kind of lumpy. You can have it kind of smooth. You
Or
can have it with
runny,
or without
yeah.
gravy, or runny, or yeah.
Or you have like legit that are real mashed potatoes,
Mm-hmm.
or somebody just didn't put the effort in and has like the instant mashed potatoes.
Yes.
And you're just like, it tastes like cardboard.
Let me tell you my two sides, since I haven't been able to tell you my two.
Okay.
My two would be, well, let me tell you one that I know I'd have on there: macaroni and cheese.
Okay. Well, okay, so macaroni and cheese runs the gambit too. Like you can have like really good macaroni and cheese, but then you can just have like not so good macaroni.
My mom's macaroni and cheese.
Okay, there you go.
By the way, a couple years ago, Rick had the argument with me that macaroni and cheese was not a Thanksgiving side dish.
What?
That's what I said.
It's at every that's a Thanksgiving side dish.
And like everyone I asked said, yes, it's a Thanksgiving side dish. But he's from Ohio.
Oh,
he's got a different mind. He's wired differently. He also doesn't like gravy.
Or what? What does he have
And
on his?
drinks milk with his Melton's Deli sandwiches.
In the afternoon?
And drinks and eats banana or peanut butter and mayonnaise sandwiches, which I've heard of, but still, I've never eaten one.
I think we got to try that.
Macaroni and cheese. My second one would be tough, but I'd probably go with. Man, that is tough. Mashed potatoes and gravy. Give me all the starches, please.
Does the gravy count as an additional side, or does it go?
No,
with
it goes with the turkey. I should have said that. We're giving you turkey and gravy to begin with.
Okay.
So mashed potatoes comes with the gravy then, because you get the turkey with the gravy.
Yeah, because you can't have the mashed potatoes without the gravy.
Yeah.
That's fair.
It's 9:30 in the morning.
All right.
Dusty, appreciate you being on.
Thank you, Joe.
Mary Stith Hamlin's on the show next.
Fighting wildfires in eastern Kentucky, but as of Monday, there are no longer any active wildfires.
So our crews with boots on the ground over the weekend were able to knock back many fires. And so as of 9:30, we have 0 active fires.
Alexandra Blevins is with Kentucky Forestry. There are still 29 contained fires, meaning they are still burning but not spreading. Officials believe many of the wildfires were intentionally set. Nearly 39,000 acres of Kentucky forests have burned since the wildfires erupted in early November. A woman in Lexington is accused of taking an ambulance for a joyride. 43-year-old Jerica Hayes allegedly stole the vehicle from St. Joseph East Hospital and drove through downtown Lexington. WKYT reports that the theft occurred as another woman distracted EMTs walking out of the facility by asking them questions. Hayes is now facing multiple charges. A hospital spokesperson says they're making sure all ambulances now have anti-theft devices. It's a big matchup this weekend when the UK Wildcats take on the U of L Cardinals in the Governor's Cup at L&N Stadium.
You know, I know our fans are going to be ready to go, and they're going to want to win this game. And I think our players need to understand how much our fans want to win this game. And so, you know, we cannot have any letdown whatsoever.
Louisville coach Jeff Brom, the Cards are 10-1 this season. The Cats are reeling a bit, losing their last 2 games.
Our team will, show the resolve that we've always had, and come back this week and try to put together a great week. And the bottom line is go execute a little better.
That's UK coach Mark Stoops. Kickoff is noon Eastern this Saturday. Rick Ucino.
This is the Kentucky News Network.
Hi, folks. Mike Gay here. Are you frustrated with your current job? Want to get that promotion, but you don't have a college degree? Then go to Essity.com. We're hiring 25 new machine operators starting at $19.38 an hour. Is work-life balance important to you? Well, we have 12-hour shifts. You can work 90 nights, work 90 days, and then you're off 180 days during the year. That's with no required OT. Essity, ESSITY.com.
You need a stopper at the new Papa's Quick Stop for some knickknacks, gas and snacks, breakfast, lunch, and fried chicken with a bone. Papa's Quick Stop has a loyalty program, fast way to earn on every purchase you make. A swipe of your card is all it takes. Come see what they've done to the new place at Papa's Quick Stop. Come try their great breakfast, lunch specials, and save on all your gas, snacks, beer, and much, much more. Hey, Papa, can you stop by at the Quick Stop in Danville, across from the fairgrounds? Now offering the full Candleberry collection. Candleberry at Papa.
Did you know that Cartown Kia has one of the largest pre-owned inventories in the region? And did you know that we source vehicles from all over the country? Not only will we pay top dollar for your trade, we'll buy from you even if you don't buy from us. So stop in today for a quick and easy appraisal, and while you're here, check out the new Kias arriving daily. There's never been a better time to upgrade your ride. Visit Cartown Kia or shop anytime at CartownKiaUSA.com.
So creamy it melts in your mouth. Mom Blakeman's candy. Delicious flavors of family tradition. Old-fashioned candy since 61. Light, rich, creamy, made by hand. A southern treat, a Kentucky brand. Mom Blakeman's Candy.com. So creamy it melts in your mouth. Mom Blakeman's Candy.
Hey, it's me again. That's right, I'm Jerry Farmer, and I'm still cutting up. Still Cutting Up is the place to go when you need a fresh cut or a mini afro. Perms, colors, nails, too. Braids, highlights, and even updo. I know you done heard of us, so get with it. I know you need your hair did. Here's our visit, 238-7899. Bob your head while I rhyme. 24/7, we won't be beat. 365 on South 4th Street. See ya. See ya.
Boyle County's our home, so let's keep it clean.
Be a better recycler. Learn what you can take to the Boyle County Convenience Centers and Recycling Center. Download the new free app, Boyle County Recycling, for Apple and Android phones. The app features the Waste Wizard, where you can search any item and what to do with it. Also, play the sorting game. Download the app and be a better recycler for Boyle County.
Boyle County's our home, so let's keep it clean.
How would you like to come home to a bartender who will fix you any cocktail you want?
I'll have an old-fashioned.
I'll have a margarita.
Now you can with the Bartesian Home Cocktail Maker. Bartesian is a sleek machine the size of a coffee maker that makes premium cocktails at the touch of a button. Choose from over 50 different cocktails, from classics to the most exotic premium cocktails served in the best bars today. You'll always get freshly mixed, perfectly balanced cocktails with the Bartesian Cocktail Maker. And now get Bartesian's best Black Friday deal ever at bartesian.com/radio. Entertaining? The Bartesian is ideal for parties. No need to stock all kinds of individual mixers for complicated recipes. Every guest gets the cocktail of their choice in seconds. The Bartesian makes a wonderful gift for anyone who loves a fine premium cocktail. Now get Bartesian's best Black Friday deal ever. It's available right now only at bartesian.com/radio. That's BARTESIAN.com/radio for Bartesian's best deal ever. Only at bartesian.com/radio.
This Joe Show weather report brought to you by...
Thank you there, Jack. Brought to you by our friends over at Coel Collision Center here in Danville. They're on Lebanon Road. After a wreck, tell the tow truck driver, take your vehicle to the experts, Brent and Devin, at Coel Collision Center, Lebanon Road in Danville. Cloudy skies, rain showers today, thunderstorms, a high of 60, low tonight of 41. Cloudy tomorrow, 47, Thanksgiving Day, Thursday. Sunshine 53, 9:37 in the morning. And look who's on camera. Mary Stith Hamlin with Stith Funeral Home and Tuesdays with Stith.
The following is a paid program.
Thank you for that, Jim. And we have Mary Stith Hamlin on here. Good morning, Mary. How are you?
I'm fine. How are you, sir?
I'm doing great.
The rain is coming down and winter is coming and
yes.
Thanksgiving's here.
Fall feeling and rain is coming and Thanksgiving is 2 days away. And so let me ask you this. Mary, since we asked Dusty this question, turkey and gravy, we're already giving that to you, so you don't have to pick those.
Okay.
But you got to pick two sides, only two and only two. Which two sides are you picking?
Oh, man. Corn pudding.
Yes.
Sarah makes that. John Kuchenbrode makes a wonderful broccoli casserole. And then Donna makes a squash casserole that's out of this world. We have lots of sides.
So you've got three. You got to eliminate one of them.
Ooh.
Are you eliminating corn pudding, broccoli casserole, or squash casserole?
Corn pudding I can make, but the other two I can't.
All right.
So we'll take the broccoli casserole and the squash casserole.
So who makes the corn pudding, Sarah?
Sarah makes the corn pudding.
Sarah, if you're listening,
I know
you have been eliminated.
I'm in trouble.
You have officially been eliminated from this game.
I'm eliminated, too. I make two casseroles, too.
What do you make?
What's
your specialty?
I make Elizabeth Bibb's pineapple casserole, and I make scalloped oysters.
Okay, Elizabeth Bibb is a listener of this show.
Hello, Elizabeth Bibb.
Yeah.
But we all love her pineapple casserole.
Yeah.
It's really good.
Her and her husband, David, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, they listen to the show every morning. So imagine just minding your own business, listening to the show, and suddenly...
She gave me the recipe, so she knows
I know, it's good. Like, suddenly you hear your name and how great your pineapple casserole?
Yes. Pineapple casserole. Oh, it's super.
Sounds good. What's in it?
Pineapple. And graham
I can make that. Okay.
And brown sugar and white sugar and eggs and milk and.
Do you bake it?
Yeah.
I mean, it's got eggs in it, so I assume.
For a few minutes.
Wow, that
for
sounds
a little
good.
While. It's wonderful.
Is it like a dessert type thing, or you have it on the plate with all the other food?
No, it's in a casserole dish with all the other sides.
Wow, I like that.
So yeah, I mean, we could do a meal of just sides.
I know. That's the thing about Thanksgiving. The turkey.
The turkey, it's okay.
But if it was better, we'd eat it more than once a year. It's the sides. Give me all the sides.
Yeah, and Alex is doing Alex and I think Donna are doing the turkeys this year. It's the first year in years I haven't made a turkey. It's great.
Alex may barbecue it or something. You think he's
going
to
we're gonna
barbecue
have smoked
turkey?
And we're going to have, he told me last night, both smoked and baked and maybe something else.
Okay, he's got it covered.
Fried. I don't know. I don't know what all he's doing.
You're just going to show up with a pineapple casserole.
Yes, I am.
Well, good.
Yeah, and scalloped oysters.
Yes.
Yes.
Well, good. All right, Mary Stith Hamlin with Stith Funeral Home. What's on your mind today?
Well, we had a question this week from someone saying, well, if we're having cremation, then we can't really go to the cemetery or anything. And what kind of service do we have? And you have a funeral service for somebody who's been cremated or going to be cremated, just like you would anybody else. And our hearse even has a special holder in the back of it for cremated remains, so you can also do the dignity of a hearse going to the cemetery. And people are real surprised when they find out they can do everything that they want to. They need to have just as much ceremony. A lot of them feel, and I agree with that. somebody in my family was cremated, and I've got 2 sisters that tell me they're going to be cremated.
Yeah.
And but I want visitation. I want a funeral service for them. I would want everything that you would do, even if it was not cremation, if it was just a
Yeah.
you know.
Let me ask you this. You said you've got 2 sisters
Yes.
that want to be cremated.
Uh-huh.
Are they're not in the funeral business?
No.
Okay.
They don't even live in Danville.
All right.
One's in Lexington, one's in Louisville.
What,
they grew up in it, though.
So, why, if you don't mind me asking, why do they want to be cremated versus burial? And what leads someone down the cremation or even the burial path?
I don't
What
know.
is
I've
it?
never even asked them.
This is what they decided on.
Yeah.
Do you want to be cremated or buried?
No, I want to be buried. I want to be safe in my little casket in a little vault in my grave at the cemetery, because I like the idea. If I could only have one thing, it would be a good vault. And because I want everything that's inside to stay inside and everything that's outside to stay outside. I don't want anything coming in, and I just want that protection.
Yeah, I understand. So,
yeah.
So you can, again, if a family member wants to be cremated, you can still, funeral services, visitation,
we have rental
all of that.
caskets, so we can have like regular visitation and regular funeral service, and then we go to the crematory, or we can cremate them first and have the ashes there in an urn. We even have a rental urn.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty handy.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
Well, with Mary Stith Hamlin from Stith Funeral Homes, so people have any questions, you can call Stith at 236-2113.
2113.
Look at that. Didn't even have to look it up. 236-2113. Let me ask you this, Mary. Thanksgiving is Thursday.
Yes.
Christmas
Always
is
on Thursday.
About a month away.
Yes, it is.
A month and 4 days away.
Uh-huh.
Which is on a Monday this year. So we'll
Yes.
get that extended weekend now.
Yeah.
And New Year's Day will be on a Monday, too. So you
Yes,
get
it
back-to-back extended weekends. That's not where I'm going with this.
And
Where
then
I'm
you
going
have
with
to
this,
go back
though.
to work Tuesday morning. Ooh.
Don't remind me about that. I'm relishing in a long weekend that's a month away. But this is a tough time of the year for those who have lost loved ones.
Yes, it is.
When you get to the holidays, and it could be one of those things, Mary, where it's their first holiday without the loved one, or it's their 20th holiday without the loved one.
doesn't matter.
And it
It
doesn't
still
matter
hurts.
because, you've formed these great memories in the holidays. And Ann Yeager last week was talking about how one of her aunts, maybe you can speak more to this, died, and she always made something, and so it fell on Ann Yeager to make this certain recipe, and then suddenly it was Thanksgiving morning, she didn't know how to make it. Things like that spark memories in people's
I think that
heads.
was the salad.
Yeah, people.
I
Well,
wonder who's making that this year.
well,
I'll
not
have to
you,
find
because
out.
you're bringing the pineapple and oyster
Yeah.
casserole. Not pineapple and oyster
Yeah.
casserole. Pineapple casserole and oyster casserole.
And scalloped oysters, yeah.
Yes. But this is, tell us about that, and this being such an emotional time for people.
Well, when the first of everything that you go through after someone that you love dies is hard, whether it's the first Monday after there, or and you always did something on a Monday or a Sunday or whatever. The first birthdays, the first celebrations, the first family gatherings, they're all hard. Christmas is hard. The first Christmas, the first Thanksgiving, birthdays are hard. And you just have to take a deep breath and remember that they're okay. And you're here and left to honor their memory.
What would you suggest to people who are going through a tough emotional time when it comes to the holidays?
Well-
How important is it? Let's say it is, and maybe doesn't necessarily get exponentially better, but maybe someone who's lost a loved one and it's been quite a time can handle it a little bit better than someone this is fresh, first time. How important is it to continue those holiday traditions, to get out, not spend the holiday alone, despite the fact that you may be sad or upset or you've lost a loved one, to make sure you go to family gatherings, people reaching out to you, they invite you over for Thanksgiving, that you go to those events?
Go to those things. They will help you a lot. And it's going to be, some things are going to be hard. You're going to wish it was your family, but yet that family is welcoming you into their home as if you were their family, and they obviously were concerned and wanted you there with them. So go. Don't just stay home and be sad. Go, because if the death were the other way around, if you were the one who died and your husband for in my case, my husband was left, I would want him to go. I wouldn't want him to sit at home and be sad. So do what you think you would want them to do if it was switched around. Think about the things that were really important to you all, and do you want to incorporate them in some form or fashion into what you're doing, or do you not want to? Do you want to just maybe have a long conversation with somebody the day before about the things that were important to you?
Yeah.
You know, we're going to have lots of food at our house, and most people have too much food at Thanksgiving. So if anybody's hungry, call me.
We're going to have 30 people at our house.
You can come over. You're going to have how many?
30. Of course, Sunday is my dad's last Sunday.
I know.
As pastor at First Baptist Church in Danville after 35 years. And so
I remember his first day.
I saw some old pictures. Do you know the Boyle County Neighbors magazine?
Yes.
They did like a small little feature on my dad, and there were some pictures of him, I would say probably in the early 90s.
Yeah.
First 5 years or so on the job.
Wow.
A lot younger looking. I mean, like, and he's standing at the pulpit and he's preaching and his arms are out, you know.
Yeah.
And so a lot of the family coming up from Georgia, my dad's sisters and brother-in-laws and cousins and nieces and things like that. So it's going to be a fun Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
But you talk about a lot of food. We're going to have enough for 30-ish people.
Okay, so people can go to your house and eat, too, because you'll have
If
lots
it's
of
30,
leftovers.
what's the difference between 30 and 31 at this point?
No difference.
Come on in.
No.
We'll give you some good stuff.
Yeah, we have a large family group from all the different people in our family and people that we've grown up with, you know. And so I really love Thanksgiving because we have a good time.
Yeah.
It's fun.
To me, Thanksgiving is Christmas without the gifts.
Yes.
There's no pressure to get gifts, but it's basically the same family that comes around, for the most part, during Christmas.
For us, it's basically the same meal.
It's the same meal, exactly. But what is it that makes Thanksgiving so fun? It's the food and the family.
The preparation is just for a few days beforehand, not months.
And then Christmas, it's food and family, but then you have the pressure of making sure you get a gift for somebody. And I don't mind the gift-giving type thing, but Thanksgiving to me is almost better than Christmas because you don't have the pressure of giving the gifts. Now, there's something about the Christmas season. You don't hear Thanksgiving songs.
No, I love the music at Christmas.
Right, so like there's this magic of Christmas and the kids and Santa and the snow and the walking in a winter wonderland.
And the birth of the baby Jesus.
Baby Jesus, obviously, which is the biggest part of it. But I'm just mean like the whole Christmas season has that magic. I think that Thanksgiving doesn't. But honestly, what's a better day on the calendar than a Thanksgiving Thursday where you're eating with the family, you're watching football, you're falling asleep, and then you're eating again later on that evening.
If you're lucky, you don't have to work on Friday.
Don't have to work on Friday. Maybe you get that day off, too. So
some people do.
Stith Funeral Home. Mary Stith Hamlin joins us this morning. We'll step aside. We'll come back and finish up the conversation right after this.
Every fan knows the advantages of playing on their home field. Hi, I'm Patrick McClure from McClure & Bailey. Proud to be a lifelong resident of Danville and Boyle County. Our firm can provide a variety of services to meet the legal needs of you and our community. We're all local attorneys. We understand the needs of the people from Danville and Boyle County because we are people of Danville and Boyle County. Call the hometown team of McClure & Bailey at 236-8888. Now located at 426 South 4th Street, just south of downtown Danville. Go Ads, go Cats, and go Rebels. This is an advertisement.
Lawson's Tractor 2, your local Kubota equipment dealer, wants to help you deliver a job done right. That's why they want you to know that the new Kubota inventory is arriving daily. You have work to do. They have the reliability and durability and versatile lineup to help you do it all. Visit Lawson's Tractor 2 today for all your equipment needs. Lawson's Tractor 2, 4 miles south of Danville on Highway 127, open Monday through Friday, 8 to 5, and Saturday, 8 to noon. Lawson's Tractor 2.
It's time to make important decisions about your Medicare prescription drug coverage. The Kentucky State Health Insurance Assistance Program provides free, unbiased guidance in selecting a Medicare Part D or Medicare Advantage plan. If you have questions or need help, the Kentucky State Health Insurance Assistance Program can guide you through the enrollment period, which ends December 7th. More information is available about Kentucky SHIP or how you can volunteer at 1-877-293-7447. That's 1-877-293-7447.
This Saturday, everyone knows what happens when you let a bird out of its cage. Dinner is served. Louisville Cardinals, and your Kentucky Wildcats. Touchdown, Kentucky!
The pregame show starts this Saturday morning at 10 with kickoff at noon.
So on your home for the Cats and the hits, WRNZ FM D105. Go Cats!
At Linux of Danville, we work with more than just trucks. From floor mats for your hybrid vehicle, shelving and lights for your work van, and even a hitch for your SUV. At Linux of Danville, we work with all types of vehicles. No truck, no problem. Call us today, 59209-4033, or stop by at 935 Stanford Road and see how we can help you.
This is Jimmy at the Parthenon Greek American Eats, letting you know what's new for you. We have a lunch combo that includes a gyro, burger, or falafel with rice or fries, including a drink for $11.95, and our newest addition, half club sandwich with a cup of soup for $8.95.
Danville, Lexington Road.
Be prepared for what Mother Nature brings. Keep up to date with weather forecasts here every hour on WHIR.
A little snapping. Papa was a Rolling Stone. Temptations. We're with Mary Stith Hamlin from Stith Funeral Home.
I like the Temptations.
Yeah, you ever played them at a funeral before? Probably have.
Yeah, we have.
You
Actually,
all's-
I don't think there's anybody we haven't.
I was going to say,
played.
you all's library of music is vast.
Vast. Yes, it is. It is.
Do you all have to have like a license to be able to play that music? Or
Yeah, we
okay.
have to pay BMI and
ASCAP.
yeah.
Which is interesting. There's a lot of things that go into the funeral business that
Mhm.
people would have no idea. You can't just legally
Yeah.
play music
No,
without
we can't. We
subscribing
cannot
for the
play
license to be able to play for
all
it.
those songs that families want. We can't play them legally,
Mhm.
and so we used to use Facebook when we videoed or we
Live stream
video.
the service?
Yeah, and Facebook will kick you off.
Yes.
And
if you
they
if you
won't
play too
even
long of
check
the music.
to see if you have paid your dues.
What it is, I was told, is that there's an algorithm that Facebook uses, and it's
Uh-huh.
just this computer is basically monitoring all these live streams, and once it picks up on music,
Uh-huh.
if you play it for too long, you're done.
Yeah. Well, so we no longer use Facebook. We go on and video and so we give the family a copy of that, or we post it and they can determine who's going to be able to see it, whether it's going to be public or private.
Mhm.
So it's really kind of nice because they can download the service to their own computer at home and things like that.
Hey, happy 2-year work anniversary to Rick Stewart.
Ah, Rick, he's
He was
fabulous.
the children's director at our
Yes,
church, and
yes,
he's
he is.
awesome.
And he loves kids
Oh, he
more
does,
than
yeah.
anything in the world. He is wonderful.
What does he do for you all? Like AV
he,
stuff?
He's our media guy.
Okay.
He does. He's taken us so far on recording and music and everything like that. And he's a computer whiz, one of the smartest people I know.
So he's been there for 2 years now.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, well, good stuff.
He's super. He's just great.
Hey, here's a question that I guess someone asked you all, or just kind of a generic question, and I want to know what your answer is. What steps do you take to ensure a respectful and dignified service?
We like them to be highly organized, and everything that the family wants is what we want to make sure that we have included in that service. It's very important that we follow everything that a family wants. So, and sometimes they'll say, "I know we can't do this, but I sure wish we could." And I don't think we've ever told somebody, "No, you can't do that," because there is some way that we can incorporate everything that they've asked for.
Here's a question for you. Ann Yeager last week talked about people who have died in different states and having to, flying people.
Other countries.
Yeah, so this is where we're going with this. Hi there. I recently lost a sibling abroad in another country due to cancer. They have passed outside the States. Their remains have been cremated and will be brought back to the States. I don't know the first thing about funeral planning. Since she was already cremated, how does that affect the services? So this is kind of exactly what we started off with. What should I ask for when calling a funeral home? A funeral service, a memorial service? I believe we want a place to have the urn so we can visit.
Yes.
Any advice or suggestions on how to do this would be greatly appreciated. So what is Mary Stith Hamlin's suggestion to this person who just posted this question 9 hours ago online?
Wow. Well, call the funeral home. Tell them that your family member was cremated overseas and that you all have gotten the ashes, and you would like to have a funeral service, visitation, whatever you want to have, and go and sit down with that funeral home, and they'll tell you all your options and put it into the works for you.
Mm-hmm. Here's another question. My parents died a few years ago. Both had memorial services, but ashes, so they were cremated, have not yet been buried. They're in my house with proper containers and papers. We're shopping for places to bury them.
Yes.
So is that what you do? You shop
well,
around?
A lot of families do.
Okay,
They
see what the best deal is?
Cemeteries our cemeteries here go from they don't require any outside container to they require an outside container for everybody, cremated or burial. The price of digging a grave for cremation goes anywhere from about $115 or $20 to probably, I guess, $800, $900, $1,000.
Wow. Well, let me tell you this right here.
Okay.
So this question from this lady comes from Los Angeles.
Uh-oh.
Where life is vastly different.
Different, yes.
And everything costs much more than it does here.
Yes.
So it says, my father's only wishes, so both parents died, my father's only wishes were, quote, make sure I'm completely dead, and quote, make it researchable, meaning that if someone is researching the family, they could find the grave. Problem is, they're all expensive. Lowest I found was $12,000, and it says in a columbarium. I don't know what that is, a columbarium?
A columbarium is a building with niches in it for cremated remains.
$12,000?
Yeah.
Is that kind of...
That's way, way crazy.
Okay, so it's not
us.
that here.
No, oh no.
What would it be here for a columbarium?
I don't know. I think the columbariums here, there's only one cemetery that has a columbarium.
Which one's that?
Memorial Gardens, I believe.
Okay.
And the last I heard was either 8, 10, or 12. Maybe 8.
1,000?
Somebody told me not too long ago that they already have their columbariums, but they had inquired as to how much it would be now. And it was, I think, 8 to 10.
Okay.
Maybe 12. I've heard 12 somewhere before, and it may have been somebody from California. So
maybe so. Says I've already spent several thousands for the memorial services. I don't know what DCs is. DCs, paperwork. I respect my
death
parents.
certificates or DCs.
I respect my parents a lot. My parents would rather an amount like that go to a safer vehicle than a prettier plaque. That's what they say. So they're just pretty much, like you said, shopping around, make sure they get the best deal.
There's no rush when you've already cremated the person, and you have the ashes, so you know they know they're safe.
Yes.
So I think checking around, call a funeral home. They can tell you what all of them are. Mm-hmm. That's easy shopping.
That's the good thing about Stith Funeral Home. You call, and you know who you're talking to. Was it 96 years?
Yeah.
Is that right? Or is it coming on 97 now in 2024?
My grandfather started... Well, he started in Danville in 1920, but in 26 was when he started this funeral home.
So it'll be 98 years in 2024.
Yeah.
2023 is 97, so...
Yeah.
Established, long-term, family-owned and operated.
We're very lucky. We love this town.
We love Stith. 236-2113 if you have any questions. Mary, appreciate you being on.
Thank you. You all take care, and everybody have a great Thanksgiving.
Yes.
Hug all your family.
There you go. Words of wisdom from Mary Stith Hamlin. There's that sad music again. That means my time has come to an end of the Joe Show. Had a blast with you all on this Tuesday morning. Hope I'm the start to your work day just a little bit more bearable. I'm Joe Mantha, signing off. Back with you tomorrow morning, dark and early on WHIR. It's 10 o'clock in the morning.
This is the talk of the town. AM